Yes! Yeah! Come on! Yes, people. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic weekend just happened. No Chelsea to ruin my weekend. Nothing but peace, nothing but joy, nothing but serenity. And I'm here to chat to you lot about whatever topic comes to mind. It's going to be brilliant. What are you lot saying?
Whatever topic indeed. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
While the football wasn't on, I decided to tune into the Ferrari. And as Peter likes to say, we were on pole position, baby. 1-2. I'm not hearing anything from the Tangerines. Not that
time. Be careful there, yeah? The Tangerines. We call it the papaya. Okay,
that's papaya. Okay, that's what we're doing this time. The papaya.
That's what we're called. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. As you know, always, people, Top 4 podcast every single Monday, 8 p.m. Although next week, guys,
on Tuesday.
Just let's make the announcement. Next week we're on Tuesday because some of us will be in the land of Italia, okay, where we will not be here on the weekend. Imagine that on a friggin' Man City Arsenal weekend.
Yeah, it's bank holiday, innit? So everyone go outside.
Go outside.
Bank holiday. We'll be back on Tuesday.
And we'll be back
on Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, but Tuesday. I as the countdown was going on, I spotted a small howler from Oscar.
What's that, 2022?
It still says 2022.
It's been a howler for a little while.
You know what it was?
We need to change it.
I thought it was a howler in 2023. Then I was like, well, I should just wait to 2024 to change it.
Yeah, and then indeed.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Indeed.
I don't know where I even find that video. I don't know where to find it to change it. I have to make it.
However, some things we're coming up to 10 years, so we might need to freshen up a little bit.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Is that your highlight of the weekend, Robinho? That we're hitting 10 years of the Top 4 podcast?
Nearly there.
Imagine that. Yeah, we did start 2014-15 season, wasn't it? Was it the 14-15?
It was the year after Moisey. That is always how I remember it.
Yeah, okay. Yes, it was 15-14 season. Sorry, 14-15. What was it?
Chelsea will win a league.
So it will be in August.
Bro. I started this podcast with Mourinho. I'm ending it with Poch. What is
this? It's Louis Van Gaal's army.
Louis Van Gaal's army. Who won the Champions League in 2014?
Barcelona.
That's not true.
I said it was.
No, they won 15. No, they won the treble in 15.
No, was it Madrid? Was it the La Decima?
It was La Decima.
Barcelona won 14.
Oscar, go and wash your face.
12 is the Chelsea. 13 is Bayern. 14 is
Real Madrid. No, it's Real Madrid.
No, bro.
It's Gareth Bale, bro. La Decima. Gareth Bale.
What year's the Neymar thing?
The year after, 15.
Nah.
15 is the Neymar, Suarez, and Messi.
So what year's the 3P? 3P 16, 17, 18.
Correct. Yeah.
No, because they won it in 19.
Oh, no. Oscar, 14, 15, Oscar was correct. Barcelona, Juventus, Berlin. That was
14. No, 15. He's asked. I asked who won 2014.
So wait, who won 13? 14?
No, I'm saying the first year we did the pod, it was Barcelona.
Yeah, but who won 13, 14? Yeah. I should have known this.
Real Madrid.
I think it's Real Madrid.
They beat Atletico. We got to the semis that year. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Real Madrid.
My bad.
Lisboa.
All right. Look at Liverpool won it in 19. No one asked you, Endo.
Yeah, you try to say, because you try to say Madrid won it in 19 when they didn't.
No, I didn't.
Someone just said they won it in 19.
No, because I remember that because I was thinking Atletico were going to break the hoodoo, but then they go and mess up at the last minute.
Bang.
I mean, masterclass.
Not really a masterclass, but he did it in finals. Certain man did it.
That was the introduction to Angel Di Maria.
Was that the introduction? Really?
Like
Maria was here.
Like, right, he was him. That's what he was like. Okay, he's the guy because he was about to match ever. Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't that the one where they scored 4 goals right at the end? Was it that one?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Oscar, I literally heard you say Madrid won it in 19.
No, I didn't. Because I said Madrid won 16, 17, 18.
No, because you asked that question and you were like, no, they won 19.
We're live. Somebody got it wrong.
Listen, it's on wax. It's on wax. Guys, what's your highlight? What's your highlight of the week?
My highlight of the week is actually Ugandan related.
Go on, let's hear it.
So, I don't know if you guys have heard of this thing called SGW.
SGW.
No,
ground wrestling. Soft ground wrestling. I'm on the timeline. I'm just chilling, all that stuff. And I'm seeing these bare youths, yeah, just wrestling in mud and ropes, yeah? Soft ground wrestling. I'm thinking, what the heck is this? Tutus now. It's in Uganda. Uganda has a professional wrestling organization. And it's getting like worldwide attention. So like World Ospreay, WWE is hotted up. Guess who the number one heel is called? And I died.
Oh, Uganda, what have we done?
I just want you to guess the number one. If you are an East African, who would you think would get Ugandan hate like countrywide?
What, Idi Amin?
No.
Right.
No.
Just tell him. He's not gonna guess. So you might as well tell him.
So it's a white guy, and his name is Lord White.
Lord White.
His name is Lord White,
Lord,
and he brings back he's saying the colonization stuff and blah blah blah. He's bringing it all back.
He's got full heel, full colonization vibes. Yeah, I can't lie. It's gripping. Wow. These guys are wrestling on mud. Oh man.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it got news attention. Wrestlers are hotting it up. They're saying they're going to send a ring because obviously they're wrestling in like mud and stuff. There's no ring and whatever. Storylines. And they bring English and Luganda 1-on-1 is there. Oh. So I'm just like,
I need to watch a full show because I know it's great.
That's gonna be a combo.
And the face of the company, the champion, is called One Man Army.
One man army.
He's the only man standing up against Lord White.
This is Bobby Wine versus Museveni all over again. Flipping hell. It's all on, mate. It's all on there.
Relax. Because
it's getting worldwide attention.
A couple of weeks ago, when Uganda linked Somalia in a football game, what happened? You lot were losing. So let's not.
Now, this is a good question, actually. Who's bringing down East Africa? If there was
that's not a question. That's a terrible question. Why would you ask that?
I'm intrigued.
What's going to come with that conversation?
I'm just intrigued.
Who's bringing down East Africa?
As in, who's the heel and who's the baby face of East Africa?
Oh, Pierre, I don't want to have this conversation.
I have a feeling Kenya's the baby face because it's got so many different. Like, it's so diverse in Kenya. It's like the capital of diversity in East Africa. What's Burundi saying? Are they saying much? I don't know.
Topic.
Anyway, I don't know. Uganda family, come on. Hey.
Of course. We smoke.
Okay, Oscar, what's your highlight of the week?
What's my highlight of the week? It's been a chill one, It's been a chill one. Like I similar to you, Pete. Drop a couple of weeks ago. Your highlight was you went to Manchester for like a conference.
Yep.
This weekend I was in Westminster Chapel for a church conference.
I saw that.
Really.
I was like, have you not moved church, or is this a little one-off?
I was just a one-off. Just a one-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I don't. Maybe I might find another one later. But yeah, not really, bro. Not really a highlight. How about you, Pete?
Fair enough. Football related more so this week, guys. John O'Shea is the interim manager of Ireland Republic. Okay, that just hit me. I can't lie. I was a bit like, oh, O'Shea. That's nice to see. Although interim manager, but however,
highlight of your week.
I mean, it was a slow burner. Bloody hell. It was a slow week. Let's be very clear. It was a friggin'
It was actually a slow week.
Let's have it right. Let's have it friggin' right.
Nothing happened. International football, just nothing happens.
No, on a real, when there's no Premier League football, I feel like everything is slower. Like work is slower. Like, the weekend takes forever to come. Then it comes and you're like, I'm bored. Like there was nothing. Thank the Lord of hosts that we had the Australian Grand Prix, because I don't know what I would have done this weekend. I think there was another international break where there was no. Oh no, Arsenal didn't play. It was just a week where Arsenal didn't play, and there was no Formula One. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was completely done.
Jim?
So, gym it's lifestyle, Robin. Gym is just part of the furniture. Now. It's part of the furniture right now. So, but yeah, no. Anyway,
no. I have a question for you, because obviously Instagram stories. I was just clicking along. What gym are you at? I saw the one with the view.
Come on, bruv. Man's on the river. You know what I'm saying? Man's on the river.
Sit down.
You know what? It was Better Gym in in Woolwich.
Woolwich gang, yeah.
Allow it.
Woolwich gang, yeah.
Woolwich Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nat said his highlight was that he's Austria versus Slovakia game. Man scored after 6 seconds.
In the same week where Germany had a game that
and they
scored
scored
7 seconds.
Yeah.
It was 8 seconds.
Well, it's been reported 7.
Shout out Florian Wirtz, top player, man.
Who scored the second? Hi-yo! Kai Havertz scores it again. Okay, I guess that's that.
Pete, can I go through some comments?
Yeah, let's go to the comments.
Let's get to the top. Murad says, good evening to the greatest footballing podcast to air on a Monday night, when I tell you most solemnly, this country shall never see the glory of an international honor as long as Waistcoat is here. And if you didn't know, Waistcoat is referring to one Southgate. Nat says, big up Southgate, showing the world how much of a sham Foden is.
Wow.
That's not where I thought I was going.
Wow. I did not see that coming. I did not see that one happening.
Bro, I thought man was going to talk about Southgate being a bum. But, like, you know what? Friendly against Brazil, like, I didn't watch the friendly, so I can't really
it's another big team he's not beaten.
But, guys, like, I think we're beyond this conversation now. I think everyone here and everybody watching Top 4 Podcast knows that Southgate is just not good enough. And I feel like we're just going to keep talking about it throughout the whole summer. Like, what can we do, guys? There's nothing we can do. Yeah. It's inevitable. He's going to be the reason England don't win the Euros. It's going to be Southgate. Like, I can write the story for you.
Wow.
It's a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Murad says, in other news, a Ferrari 1-2 down after capped off by a great... Ferrari 1-2 down under.
In Australia.
In Australia.
Yeah, because I'm piecing it all together. I thought it was 1-2 down. I was like, what does 1-2 down mean? 1-2 down under, capped off a great birthday weekend for Mr. Champions elect. Becoming 33 this year is the Jesus year. We hope that Jesus rises against City on Easter Sunday. You know what?
First of all, happy
birthday, Murad.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Big
happy
up
birthday,
yourselves.
my guy.
Happy birthday, brother.
I'm not sure about Sunday, but yeah, happy birthday. One thing I could be certain that Jesus does rise on Sunday.
Hey man, Jesus rose.
Yeah.
On the third day.
Yeah.
I say Jesus is risen every day.
Every day. Especially on the third day. He
is risen. Yesterday, today, forever. It's international break. All these stories and topics you saved to international break. It's time to start with your lawyer stories. I need to know, what's lawyer stories? Remind me.
I can't lie to you, Taha. We say there's a lot of things we need to talk about the international break, but when the international break comes, I forget. I forget them. You need to remember them.
If you got them in the comments, remind us, innit? Remind us. Nat says, I've already got not that guy. Needs to be a first ballot Hall of Fame. We'll wait to see.
Wow. First ballot.
Nat says, a question of the day. If you could domesticate one wild animal, what would it be? Lion. 100% a lion. There's not even a question about it.
Why?
Why? Do I need a reason why? Lions
are
cool.
Let me ask. Cool. Domesticate doesn't sound like what it should be.
Domesticate, like, dogs and cats are domestic pets that you can have in the house.
Yeah.
I think he means
the word. Yeah, the word Kate is so weird. Yeah, the word Kate at the end of that just sounds like castrate. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wait, what? Domesticate?
Yeah, I don't think that's where he's going.
A lion, Oscar.
Of course.
Snow leopard for me.
There you go. See, these are great answers. What would you say?
I hate animals, so there's not one animal I would have in my house. There's not. animals are for one purpose and one purpose only: to eat.
Bruh.
To eat. Let's not sit here and lie.
Hey,
If I've got a cat, if I've got a cow in the house,
and shout out
if I've
Peter.
if I've got a chicken, if I've got a turkey, if I've got a pig. If
Well,
I've got
okay,
a duck,
Pete, you said to eat. Well, look, Nat has given an example. He says either a brown bear or a silverback gorilla. Because imagine somebody tries to rob your yard and then they appear out of nowhere. So for security reasons, could your answer
do
maybe
you know
change?
what? Yeah. No. Here's the thing. I have no trust in animals whatsoever. So say, like for example, you got an animal pet, right, and it loves you, this, that, and the other, right? You're patting it, you're feeding it. The animal, the bear's like, oh, it's my G right here, right? It looks after me, blah blah. Because they're animals, in it, yeah. They can just turn heel on you at any given moment. And the thought that that's there, you know, like when somebody says you're animalistic or animalistic behavior, this, that, and the other. The fact that nobody knows what's going on inside an animal's brain, right? Not that you would know a human's brain, but like the fact that you don't know what an animal is thinking, that freaks the hell out of me. I'm not on it. I'm not on it, guys. I'm not on it. I must admit.
Fair enough, man. Tahar says, again, I will say, church conference. Just go church. Listen, the conference, is where you get to sit. You get to sit in the administration for long periods of time. It's a soaking. You know what I mean? It's like when Arteta takes the Arsenal players to Dubai. It's extra intense training. You're learning more and more and more in over a longer period of time. So of course,
are you telling me they're learning more about Jules?
If I lose a duel, I'm upset.
These are the duels of life.
He's all about the duels. He's all about the duels.
Of course, man. I lose a duel, I'm upset. That's what it is.
When I lose a duel, I'm upset. Man, that is some of the greatest.
Hey, Nat says Chilwell needs to be a tattoo artist. He's nicking a living. Hey, one of the funniest things from this England tournament was this England game was the normal fans, football fans, watching Chilwell and Gallagher and being like, "Raw, these guys are trash."
Nah, you know what's so cool? It's been a revelation for everyone this weekend.
It was a revelation.
The revelation, the revs people got for Chilwell and
God. But the thing is, Gallagher, I feel like people had an idea of who Gallagher is. Yeah?
Sure.
I don't think Gallagher was much of a shock for many people. But Chilwell is so bad. It's actually mad because he never used to be this bad. He was never this bad.
What now, is it the injuries? Is it purely the injuries?
No, I think injuries may have impacted his confidence, which then makes him play bad. But this guy, he can't use his right foot for love nor money. He's so afraid of any kind of conflict. If a player is near him, he just runs away from a challenge and he will just kick the ball anywhere. He used to be able to shoot, can't shoot no more. I don't know what happened to him. Kid's dusted. That's our vice captain, dusted. Endo says, I can't remember the last time I watched an England game that wasn't at
Endo, no word of a lie. No word of a lie. I can't remember when I say I can't remember, like in terms of years, when did I last watch an England friendly? Or a Nations League for that matter? Because I haven't watched one Nations League game.
I can't lie. I was if I was out in it, but if I was at home, I would have flicked it on.
Because it was Brazil, innit?
Yeah, it's Brazil.
Yeah, that's the. It wasn't. I wasn't watching it. It was background noise at best.
Oh, yeah. I got a better highlight of the weekend.
Go on.
Oh,
I got a better one. Actually, I met the Brazil squad at London Coney on Tuesday.
All right.
How did you forget
that?
I don't know. But bro, last Tuesday.
Endrick? That's the question. Right? That's all.
All of it. Like, I'll be honest with you. Can I keep it real? Yeah.
You don't know who Endrick is.
No. Let me keep it real. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say.
Let me keep it real. No, let me keep it real. Guys, when the players were like kind of walking and moving about, it takes a minute. I don't know why in international gear, it takes a minute for me to register who's who. It takes me a minute. Like Bruno Guimaraes came over, right? And I'm just there like, he looks important. he's got the kit, he's got the training gear on, he's got the frigging lanyard, and I'm looking at him like, okay. Then it dawns on me later. Oh, that's who that was. And then it dawned on me a lot later.
Vinny Jr. and them, man.
Vinny,
And
I could you could spot from the entrance. Vinny, I could spot from ages, but obviously it was all Eddie. Innit? He was all having a frigging loving with all of them, so he was all doing his thing there. But bloody hell, it was bizarre.
Eddie's the plug like that. Man.
Eddie's the plug. Yeah. Remember, he was there. He was there. He was their sporting director. He's like, look, you're gonna play England. Come on. Come on. But yeah, like so Hendrick and all them lot, like Rodrigo, they were all just a blur to me when they came through. Like they were just a blur. I was like, wait, what? And then it was like, oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, Brazil national team, that was a good one. The manager's a maniac, though. He's an absolute maniac.
Okay.
What, just shouting bare Portuguese?
No, just like, how can I put it? Like, he's just a bit nuts. Like his demands are a bit crazy, and he's very. No, in fact, I don't think he is. But if you read him wrong, he's very far right. So like he's very much on this thing of like Brazil needs to be Brazilian again, type of thing. Like it's not Brazilian right now, and yeah. So, but you know they're not anyway. Yeah, they got so much talent, man. I wish there was a World Cup right now.
They're calling you a David Lloyd.
That's outrageous. David Lloyd. Do you know how much money that is? I am far from it. I am far from it, mate. I'm far from it. David Lloyd's is an absolute fortune. I know people that have memberships there, though. But no, not me. When the money's right, bro. Not even. You'll be there before me, bro.
If anything.
In fact, you're trading.
Do you know what I clocked? We've got the Olympics this year as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Where's the
Olympics?
In France.
I think it's after the. I don't know if it's after or before.
It's after the Euros. It's after the Euros. Uh-huh. Saliba is potentially been called up for it. So like, where they're like, well, hang on a minute, you're going to be at the Euros, and then you're going to go to the Olympics, and then what? You know, when you're going to come to us? So I've heard the rumor already that, and Benzema wants to be in it as well, because he doesn't get into the normal French squad. So he's like, I don't think you can have 3 players over 23, something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, we got the Olympics, we got the Euros, and then the Copa America is also on as well in the United States. Again, Copa America is on.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, because there's the Euros. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
You just think, why can't the Asia Cup and the friggin' AFCON be at the same time in thingy? I guess nobody would watch it though. To be fair,
the thing is, I understand AFCON because of depending on the country. If you're gonna play it like Morocco or something like that, it's too warm.
Is Messi still playing them things?
Mm-hmm. He said he's gonna play Copa.
He hasn't declared that he's retired. No,
he said he wants to play the Copa.
Yeah, man.
He wants to be the world champion.
Has he won it before? He has won it before.
Remember when the new 22-year-old manager of Argentina came, and that's when he won the Copa, and then he went for the World Cup.
He won the Copa, then the World Cup. You know how crazy that is.
Wow, that's like a nice climb, isn't it?
And it says 2012 Olympics was the greatest sporting event in history. It was just pure summer vibes. I don't know about that.
Do you know what I think?
In terms of summer vibes,
I remember summer 2012 being a vibe. Like I remember
2012 being lit. No,
I can't lie. 2018 still comes.
That's the thing. 2018 World Cup, like that was it was ridiculous.
It was a vibe.
The vibes were outrageous. I mean, we were out like every day. You know, like the World Cup, or like every England game at least. Nobody watched an England game at home. Nobody did.
No. And do you know why? Because the sun just that. Do you remember that summer? It was sunny. We had like 3 months of sun for no reason. It kissed. England. 2018 summer, guys.
And then Drake had to ruin it.
What do you mean Drake had to ruin it?
Drake
with his curse. He said, "Oh, England's gonna win."
Oh yeah. Drake done a link up TV, bro. He jumped on Rashid and done behind bars. I can't blame Drake.
2018 was a year, man. What a year that was.
It was a year.
Remember
Usain Bolt running around the London Stadium. Yeah, shout out Usain in that. But I swear
Usain Bolt funny.
Did Usain break any records in 2012? I swear his records were in 08.
I think he broke the Olympic records in 2012.
Yeah, that ain't what we.
No. He got the world record.
I'm talking about the world record.
No, I think he actually did get the world record because he got his 100-meter world record, and then he got his 4x100 with the Jamaican team.
I can't remember which one it was.
Do you know what's so funny? Because I remember we were all at Liberty, and the sermon finished, and everyone dust home because we wanted to see the 100-meter final.
See, I'm trying to work out because there was one of them that I was
run home for that, you know.
I was yeah, definitely not. I was what's it called? One of them I was doing a gig in Norwich. You know, Big Church Day Out.
Yeah,
I did one of those. Was it New Day Festival? It was one of those kind of festivals anyway. And the Beijing one, and I remember like the Beijing one when he smashed it. Nah, it weren't Beijing then. It must have been something else.
No, it can't have been Beijing.
No, he got the world record again in 2012.
But
because Usain Bolt had 2 Olympics. It was 08 and 2012.
Okay, I think it was 12 then. It must have been 12. It must have been 12. It must have been 2012. But yeah, whichever one it was.
Remember Mo Farah outrunning the Ethiopians and Kenyans stuff. How did man feel about Mo Farah? I remember there's a time when people didn't really like him too tough. I don't know, man.
Well, we had the whole situation when he came out, and so that's not his actual name.
Yeah, that made me like him more. I was like, bro, what was this?
Do you know what? I've always heard negative things about him, like people that have met him, but like he just looks like such a great guy. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like a great guy. He don't look like a
great guy.
With Mo Farah. But
it's an interesting one. But you know how some people are. You know they're just so insensitive that. Sorry. Where like, do you know what I mean?
I said Mo Farah is a bit too whitewashed, but it's all love. I mean,
you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that the crew them are gonna be like they're gonna burn for that one because obviously when it's your guy, when he's from your country, you're gonna feel the Somali way. Yeah, you're gonna feel the type of way.
Oh, bro, they're saying he's up. He couldn't rep the motherland. Big man, he was here illegally. Like, how can you, bro? That's not even his real name. Like, how can you rep Somalia?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's always going to be a bitter pill to swallow.
It's an interesting one because I wanted to touch on it slightly because we had a conversation about this in the GC. Robin's gone.
Wow,
the camera. I'm here. Yeah. I'm fully looking at you. And I didn't know.
Drop out and come back in it. Drop out and come back. But what I was saying was the whole thing of like, should Mo Farah rep Somalia? We were talking about this in the GC because it's like, some of the black players that play for England, obviously they're African heritage or whatever, but they're choosing to play for England. It's a catch-22, isn't it? Like it's everyone's different, isn't it?
We had this conversation as well where it was like, if you was a player, who are you playing for, Uganda or England? Or even Rwanda in our case. We could easily have played for Rwanda as well. So it's one of them ones where, I mean, Rwanda doesn't feel like home, but you know what I mean? But like, nonetheless, like, what are you doing? Are you choosing England? Or like, I look at Eddie Nketiah, for example, or I look at like Alex Iwobi or whatever. Iwobi made the right decision to go play for Nigeria purely because he wasn't going to play for England, right? Now, is that the reason why you should play for your motherland? No. You know, you should play because I feel Nigerian more than I feel English, right? Or whatever.
I feel like that makes sense for Iwobi. When I look at Iwobi, I think he seems to lean more towards Nigeria. I don't know, maybe I think that because he picked them.
Do you think, yeah?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
It's a mature move, isn't it? Like, I find you, if you're a kid who's grown up in England and you choose to go back home, there's something about it that I rate.
I think if I was a footballer, I would have played for England, but only because you have to make that decision when you're quite young. A lot of these guys are making this decision between the ages of like 18 to like 21, 22, 23. Like, you're still young. You still haven't really had time to think about the implications of what that means long term. Now, if you ask me my grown self now, I'd obviously play for Uganda. I wouldn't play for England.
Is it? So you're obvious you'd play for Uganda?
Yeah. It became apparent to me that I think the Euros was a big
me and you. I think me and you have. I think it hit the same for us. I think ever since Euro 2020, 2021, right? I feel so different about England as a nation and the national team, right? I feel so different about them ever since Euro 2020 because you got to see it, and I think because it was our first time we really got to go and watch England or go out and I mean, we went out in 2018. Don't get me wrong, but like because it was in England, like some of the games were in England, it was a bit more closer to home where you got to really see the good and the bad, the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I watched, I don't know if I told you already. I watched this documentary on, is it on Prime, about Italia '90. I don't know if you lot have seen this documentary, and it's basically about England. So it's called Italia '90, the tournament that changed football or English football,
Okay,
something like that. Something like that. And you sort of look at the reputation England had, obviously across the across the years. And in my field of work, you know, looking at the 80s and what stadiums were like, what fans were like, what hooligans were like, you're really diving into something that you think was foreign and quite, you know, distant because it was like before our time. But I don't know what it was about 2020. Some of the chanting, some of the things you just came across where you're like, So now here's all of these that are coming out of the woodwork. Like where are all these people from? And I've always been taught or told rather that this was always happening when you're not from London.
Yeah.
You know, if you go up to when England played at Sunderland, when they played at Borough, when they played at Leeds, or when they play at whatever state, Anfield, wherever it is, you will get a lot more of that, you know, more say up north or whatever else. And even, you know, and even south when they played at Southampton, for example. I heard that was a thing. And the England away fans, you know, like when they go away and they're trashing places and everything else. Apparently it was like full on. And you know, nationalist, racist, whatever.
Just for me, just from my experience, you don't know, innit? Like I love watching England play football. Like, England in tournament football, it's been my bread and butter from '98 all the way till now. It's my favorite thing to do to watch England in tournaments because I love the story. You know how we talk about wrestling fans, talk about Cody Rhodes finishing the story. I love the story that England have not won since 1966. Yet this country loves football more than anything. Like that to me is one of the most compelling stories in football. Yeah, so. I've always supported the England team. Love the fact, obviously, it's the Premier League. It's our league. Like it's the players that we watch every week, you know, coming out for the team. So I've always loved that. But as I've grown up, I've just seen it a little bit differently, man. I've just seen it a little bit differently. The way these players are treated, the way people are treated. Euro 2020 was one example. This week alone, the stuff we've seen this week alone. It's just mad. And obviously, for me, when it comes to football and racism, it's a very tricky thing because obviously I'm a Chelsea fan too. It's kind of racist.
You can't escape it,
bro. And it's another thing where it's like, okay, I picked Chelsea as my team. I was supporting Chelsea years before I knew this racism was a thing. You know what I mean? I was a kid. What was I really gonna know? So then when you find it out, you're like, right, there was a side to my club that is heavily like, yo, EDO, we don't rate black people. People in the 90s and 80s were saying we don't go to Chelsea because it's not safe for black people to even be there. And now I'm associated with this club. And I have to assess my race and the team I support because I've got players like Drogba, who I love, and Essien, and flipping Ashley Cole and all these guys. But then I got my captain calling someone a black see you next Tuesday. Like the dichotomy is crazy. The dichotomy is crazy. And it's the same thing with England. But personally, I just feel like I've got such a connection to Uganda. And I just feel like playing for Uganda would give me so much more pride than playing for England would.
Where are you with that, Robin? If you're a footballer now, who you playing? Who you choosing?
Oh, we're doing this thing.
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't mind either. It just depends where I'm playing. Because I was saying earlier in the week, I said it depends. Number one, who are you against? Number two, who are you going to represent? Number two, what is the accolades available to you? And what is the likelihood of getting that? At the end of the day, I'm a trophies guy and all that stuff. But I'm ready for the trophies. I'm a trophies guy. And however, I also agree that repping Uganda would be amazing. So I'm not as opposed to playing for England. It's where I was born, it's where I grew up. So I'm not against that part. But at the same time, it's like, playing for Uganda. If I can bring a trophy back home for Uganda, amazing.
Yeah.
I'm for me, I'm not that fussed either or, but I hear both sides. So
in percentage wise, how English do you guys feel?
Raw, we're going there, yeah.
But you know what I mean? Not like that, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, because for some of us, like even feeling like African is a bit hard because you weren't born there, you didn't grow up there. So like you go there and it's like going on holiday to a degree.
Like
it's
even me
foreign
this
to you.
year, obviously this year I was in Uganda in January, and I don't speak the language, so
Yeah.
that was a weird feeling being somewhere where it's like, okay, I look like everyone here. I'm home. I felt like I'm home, innit? Everyone I meet is like, raw. This is where I grew.
Which is
from.
another.
But I'm still culturally.
Yeah,
I'm still
you're culturally different.
Disconnected. Yeah. There's
And
a
they
cultural disconnection.
and they can slow you from a mile off. Yeah.
And unfortunately, and it's not just Uganda, it's a lot of African countries. It's like when you're born here and all that stuff, when you go home and you are not one of them, then you can also feel like not the wrath, but you can feel like the disconnection and all that stuff. And sometimes people will actually get at you. Like I've had people from my family and all that stuff like, oh, why do you not speak enough Uganda? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
The language is a big one. The language is
Yeah.
a big one, especially in Uganda. I don't know what to say because from what I understand, a lot of say like West Africans, they seem to know their language anyway. So like even if they weren't born there or whatever, or maybe they were born there, they moved here when they were young, whatever. But like some of them seem to know their language a little bit more. There you go.
It's not that I don't speak it; it's just I don't know it well. If that makes sense, because I've never had to use it for the majority of my life.
I can gist, innit? I can get out of situation.
It's them ones. It's like I respect to all those that can speak more than one language because that's I think is it the hardest thing to do? It's up there. It's one of the hardest things to do. And learning English enough. Say you learn say if you learn Luganda first, right? Then trying to learn English. Like learning English is friggin' ridiculous because you got like 4 different meanings for the word read. You know what I'm saying? Like that alone will be like such a mind bog because it's the same word. It's got 3 different meanings, even though it's said the exact same way, spelt the same way. It's stuff like that will throw you off.
Nat's made a great point here. He says, not gonna lie, Nigeria, both men and women, is a perfect example. If you pick them, they love you. Instantly look at players like Bassi and Lookman. I completely disagree. I mean, Alexander Iwobi just did a podcast talking about his experience at AFCON. All of these players, your Wilfred Zaha's, your I'm trying to think of who else, but there's many players that are, grew up in England, decided not to play for England and went to play for their home countries, and they're treated horrible by their home countries because the expectation there is to win. I think the problem that where I'm blessed in sense of like support, like being Ugandan, is that Uganda don't really have a football history. So if there was any success to be had, you would be heralded as a hero. Even if you just qualified for a World Cup, that's a win in itself. Do you know what I mean? Whereas for all them other nations, Nigerians demand success.
Yeah.
Ghanaians demand success. Look how they treat Asamoah Gyan. Like, they demand success. It's not like...
And I think it's them also.
But that's also another thing you have to think about, Oscar, as well, when it comes to repping the country. Because some of these countries, they even have different things. Was it not Samuel Eto'o when they said because of the success that he's made, that all of his family were like demanding money left, right, and center, and he had to cut them off?
Yeah, even what's his name? Obi
that's
Mikel.
Happen whoever you play for.
I feel like Mikel had the same thing.
Yeah, I think Mikel is. Yeah. No, but I'm saying, but that's going back to the motherland and all that stuff. It's like, why are you not playing back to the motherland? I don't
think that's fair because that's not motherland.
No, but I'm not saying that's specific.
That happens to European players.
No, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen anywhere else, but it is quite highlighted back home in the motherland. Like when you start making money, like everyone's on your case.
I can't lie, Robin. I think that's just the symptom of being rich from a family that's not rich. Like, I'm sure your Jamie Vardys, your Wayne Rooney's, all these white kids that made it from nothing, bro, they've got cousins, uncles, aunts, all begging them for money, trying to scam them. You know what I mean? Like, people are selling stories in them and all that. Like,
but because you hear it on the other side too. Like, I remember who was I listening to or what was I hearing? I can't remember the person now. It might have been Hamilton's family, Lewis Hamilton's family, or even like Ramsdale's family. I remember hearing something along the lines where the parents were like, it might even been Rashford's actually. It might be Rashford's mum, where it's the case of like, I don't want nothing from Rashford. He's his own kid. He go get your own life. You know what I'm saying? And I think his mum's like got a business or whatever. And I think he might have patterned a few things for her, maybe here and there, whatever. But like the crib that they live in and all this kind of stuff. Like
Rashford's mum's living with her.
I'm sure she is, but like no, I'm sure she is. It's one of them ones where like, you know what, if she's ever in an emergency, that's when they slide in and help out. But like when you think about certain, I can't remember who it is, but there's certain people out there who the parents are like, they still live, like, for example, they're not poor, but they're not rich. Does that make sense? They're just in, you could find them in Kilburn, for example, and they got a yard in Kilburn like we would have a yard in Kilburn, for example, right? They actually just live normal lives. They got a normal job. They got, everything's like just normal, like nothing, there's nothing, yet their player makes 400, 300 grand a week. And it means almost nothing. It's like, no, I don't want nothing from them. They made their own life. Why should they be funding me?
They're talking about Ainsley Maitland-Niles' situation. I don't know the ins and outs of that situation.
I don't know the ins. I'm not going to comment on that because there's a lot.
What happens there sounds horrible.
There's a lot. It's a lot of mess there, unfortunately. In fact, his mum, I could probably say this now, but his mum, like, for example, was banned from the training ground. Both the youth academy when he was a youngster. We're talking like 15, 14. So like there's obviously more to that story than what meets the eye.
Yeah, man. Kids probably had troubled upbringing, isn't it? It's not. I don't know, man.
Like, what's it? I don't know if you saw Paul Ince. I don't know. I haven't watched the whole interview yet, but Paul Ince has got an interview with Simon Jordan, and he's basically saying like, he never knew his dad kind of thing growing up. Obviously signed signed a few contracts. He played for United, played for Inter, played for Liverpool or something like that. And then he was like, some bloke walked up to him and he thought he was like a journalist. And he was just like, "You don't remember me, do you?" He's like, "No." Like, why would I remember you? He's like, I'm your dad. And yeah, it was weird because like the dad, I think, was slagging him off beforehand. That kind of like didn't put back into the family. But I don't think he grew up with his dad. I don't know the story. I haven't watched the interview yet, so I'm only going based on bites of the interview.
Yeah, that's mad, That's mad. Because you think, bro, it's mad.
It's a lot, man.
Because obviously, me, like I was saying, innit? When I went UG this January, I got bare like, raw. There's hella family that I didn't even know. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like bare people. So when you got mad money, all them people
I do feel for them. Yeah, I do feel for those players that have got dough, and then all of a sudden people come out of the woodwork. I feel very sorry for them. Because you want to help and you want to do the moral thing, but then at the same time, it's like, where's the boundaries?
The one thing I do want to say this out of everything is that I don't really care where you choose, if that makes sense. So if you choose to represent England or you represent your own country where you're from, bro, you made it to the national team. Not many people can say that. So. Yeah, so
and I think
I think that's something I'm always like, yeah, you made it. You can say that you represented your country, wherever you may find your allegiance to.
Yeah, I think
that's sick.
I look at an Eddie Nketiah, for example, and I just think, do you know what, bro? You would have been better off in Ghana. Like, you'd have been better off playing for Ghana because you're going to play. Yeah, like, you're not going to play for England. I mean, you're behind Kane, Watkins, Tony, and whoever else, Solanke for good measure. Like,
does he have 3 caps?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how many caps he's got.
I think he's definitely been called up because I remember they gave him that.
But you could be called up.
I think he's played. No, I think he has.
I think the rule is you have to play. You have to play.
I think he has played.
But yeah, it's nonsense, man. This guy could have played in all the World Cups for Ghana. He could have gone to all the AFCONs.
Yeah,
he's not. He could be this season. He could feasibly be in a team that wins the league and still not go to the Euros.
Yeah, he's got one cap for England,
so he can change. He can still change.
How can you change?
You need 3 caps, I believe. That's FIFA's rules. Once you got 3 caps, you're done. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Assad says, but East African countries are crap at football, man. Why are we repping them if we're not serious? Who are we going to play with?
That was one of my arguments.
Okay, one of my arguments. So to me, when I was younger, I hear all of that, right? I hear all of that. Yeah. The more older I am, the more I'm appreciating that. You know what? Imagine being a legend for your country, however good or crap they are.
Yeah.
Like, imagine getting 100. You get 100 caps for Uganda, bro. You're a legend for life. Like, you're a legend for a nation.
I think, if the country's not that good, it almost makes it better. So, like what I was saying before, when I was like, if I had the opportunity to just take Uganda to a World Cup, that would be crazy. Whereas someone like Nketiah, bro, he can't just take Ghana to the World Cup. Once he gets there, they have to get at least quarterfinals, or they're slandering him. So I think the worse your country is, almost the more upside you can have.
100%. And I think as
You
well.
can't
As
get
well,
relegated.
my mindset has changed about winning trophies in international level. International level for me sounds like more like serving and more like service, whereas club football, you want to be the best you can be, wherever that may be. Now, don't get me wrong, like I'm like almost a psycho Arsenal fan, where I would rather play for Arsenal start to finish than join any other club in the world. That's just me. Like I love the Totties and the Gerrards of this world. No, seriously, I would love to be, like what Mark Noble is at West Ham.
Wow, a one-man club.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think so. Don't get me wrong. The lure of going to like, oh, let me try something in Italy or do like, I would love to do all of that. But
Hey, I thought about this.
I feel like I would be a one-man club. I can't lie.
I love the Chelsea, but if I get a call from Los Blancos,
yeah, you're off. Yeah,
you see me in Madrid.
I can't lie. I wouldn't play for Madrid.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh, you got them ties, yeah?
Hey,
No.
You don't want to be great.
No.
I
thought about this. No, listen to my dreams. Yeah. I said, listen, if I ever play for Manchester United, I want to smack Europe. I want to smack the World Cup. I want trebles upon trebles upon trebles. I want to be the best at that team.
Yeah.
Then I won't sign any contract. I won't do the pre-signing fees. I'm like, right, cool. Every year, I will try a new club across Europe. Win the trophy.
That's whack.
Every year.
Every year.
That's terrible.
That is what I want to do.
No, because you can do that.
But Pete, my only exception is Inter Milan. I'll do a couple years there.
No, but
I'll
Robin,
do a couple of years there.
Robin, you have to do that from like 35.
I want trophies, Oscar. I want to say that I batted up the Premier League.
Okay, well then you have to rephrase that. You have to say you want to go to the best team in each country, not any team.
Not any team.
Yeah,
not any team.
Yeah, you got to.
I want to battle. I want to battle every single league.
I have the same problem. I have the same problem with Football Manager. I go through 2 spells of Football Manager, and one of them is like I'm Arsenal till death, and then there's another one where I'm like I'm a journeyman. I've won the league here. All right, cool. I'm going to.
But you know me. I am 100% a journeyman.
Yeah, you are.
I'm like, let me go.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the type of person you are. But for me, I feel like I don't know. Like you look at like a Mark Noble, legend at West Ham, right? And you look at obviously Gerrard is a legend, but you know what? He happens to be in the scene where they win trophies, right? So it's a happy accident. But like even like Totti, like I was just thinking about him the other day, and I was just thinking, my God, like this guy, like. Born like he said I would cheat on my wife before I cheat on Roma. That's how so ingrained in his head it was. Like, and he got calls from Madrid. He got calls from every club known under the sun.
I agree, man.
And then he was just like, I prefer like honestly, the older I've gotten, I'm just like, nah, man, I couldn't leave Arsenal. Like for me, if I could play for Arsenal,
I
Arsenal will spit you out.
Listen, all the clubs will spit you out, but there are some players that get to.
You have to leave before they get the opportunity. You have to leave a legend. You have to leave like Thierry Henry. You have to leave a legend.
I would do a solid minimum 5 years at Man United, do my tour, and then come back, and then I'll retire.
Not a testimonial thing. You're not trying to do a 10.
I can't.
Because you look at Lampard, for example, right? It tasted really weird that Lampard played for Man City. That's weird to me.
This is but we're talking hypotheticals here. So I'm talking about, let's say that I'm winning every single year. I'm like, all right, cool, and all that stuff. Then and then I go.
I got a question.
What
English club would you love to play for? That's not the team you support.
Oh, do you know what? I've got a shocker.
Imagine it this way. A club where let's say we've done the thing where you've done 5 years at your team. You've won everything you did to win. You then go to another English club for 4 or 5 years. You become a club legend.
4 or 5 years.
An English club, yeah.
Fans adore you. What team?
The thing is, my answer is very boring. My answer is very boring. So
how's it boring?
Fulham.
Yeah, that's boring. How did you make that boring?
It's a very boring answer.
But tell me why.
Oscar. Okay, go on.
It's the ends.
That's a good answer, you know.
I don't think
the fact that it's the ends that makes it. I think that means more. Do you know what? Mine would be Manchester United without even thinking about it. Without even thinking about it. I can't lie. I can't lie. The question was, who would you have liked to play for other than your club? When you think about it, bro, if there's one, there's football clubs in football that are like, it's like, like going to, like, let's say Disney World, or like going to, not Disney World, but like, have you ever thought about, no, because bro, like we can laugh at Man United, what's happened in the last 10 years, and
thinks he's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, you gotta deep it.
He wants to deal with the devil himself.
like I said, I would be a one-man club all the way through. The question is, though, if you had to play for a club that wasn't yours, the stature, the history, this is like going to Harvard or going to Oxford or Cambridge. Like if somebody said, if you could choose what you need to go to, where would you go? Yeah, that's what this is. That's what Man United is. And for me, United is too big of a club where to pass that opportunity. I'm sorry, Man United, but it's not even a question.
My only trepidation with United is that United are so successful that in order to be a legend at United, you have to do crazy things.
No, but you know what? It's not about being a legend at United. When you get to a club at United, what you need to be is be able to have. What do they have it like? In NBA, they have the jersey and at the rafters.
Yeah, how do you get your jersey in the rafters?
No,
you can't get it after one league title.
No, wait there. For example, I know people like Keane would have it. People like Ronaldo would have it. Rooney would have it at Man United. But so would Gary Neville, for example. So would a Solskjaer.
Hang on, Gary Neville and Solskjaer won. They won crazy amounts of titles.
What I'm saying is, if you're at Man United, even if I get that, but United win trophies all the time. So you're going to be part of the pack. What I'm saying is, when you're part of your Man United, I'm not thinking about being number one. I'm thinking about being in the being invited to the party. Yeah. I'm in the party. I'm not saying be a I don't know, an Anderson. I don't know if that's disrespectful. Robin, you can only attest to it more. But like, it's having that, you will never be forgotten. There's some players at Man United who weren't necessarily legends as such, but they will never be forgotten.
Me be an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What?
Are you all right?
95th minute in the Camp Nou, I've won my team a treble off the bench. Yeah,
it's not even a sideman thing. I'm just saying.
But you know what's funny? I gave you the hypothetical scenario. You said, I'm not even going to be the main guy. You chose not to.
No, like what I'm saying is no, because what I'm saying is I want to be at the same table as your Rooney. Rooney's there. Van Nistelrooy is there. Like it's not even. Is Divock Origi a legend at Liverpool? I don't know. I don't know what the term is.
Cult hero for sure.
I mean, you say cult hero. When I think of cult heroes, guys.
Fabio.
No, wait there. When I think of cult heroes, Fabio, when I think of the cult hero, Fabio won titles. The thing is, and that's what I'm saying. What for me, like Robin and Oscar, if I get to play 30 to 35 games in a season where we win the league, that's what I want. And at Man United, that's a big thing.
But Peter, I gave you a hypothetical where you could have been the star man. Why did you pick the lesser one?
No. What I'm saying is, no, you're not getting my point.
No, I'm getting Peter's point.
The answer I'm saying is so Man United because, of course, legendary number one is what we are after.
But being at United is greater than being greater somewhere else.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. Well,
Phil Neville, at the end of the day, it's a better career than Jamie Vardy. At the end of the day,
do me a favor.
He's won the Champions League and the Premier League countless times. Oscar, and he's part of the furniture. Yeah, when you think of Jamie Vardy, when you think of a Jamie Vardy, right? Even by the way, in fact, no, take away Phil. I'll go to Gary purely because of this, guys. Nobody would give a monkey's nutsack about Gary Neville if he was not on media. If he was never a media personality, guess what? Gary Neville would be like Phil Neville. You wouldn't even know the difference. I know he played a lot of games. Obviously, Man United fans will know who that guy is, right? But to us guys,
historians.
Listen,
I'm a historian, Peter.
We're historians. Don't get me wrong. but like, we're historians, right? But what I'm saying is, Gary Neville was never lauded. Was never a player that was like first name in the team sheet. I don't even know if he was if he's been is he United's best ever right back. I don't know. Is he was never ever considered as a Premier League. He's
A
never
big
even.
time.
He's never
think
been
he is.
considered. He's never been considered like the best Premier League right back. You know what I
I
mean?
think for
There's
me
so many.
personally, he's still in that combo. But yeah, no, I get
See,
what
I
you're saying.
just think because he's in media, we talk about him way more than we ever would have.
I get what you're saying. Can I give my answer?
So yes,
It's got to. There's only one team, guys. There's only one team. Because not only do I want to be a legend for the club, I want to be a legend for the city, guys. I'm
oh,
at St James's
I
Park.
knew it. I knew
Of
it.
course, I'm being a Newcastle United legend, guys. Imagine scoring at the Gallagher end. You don't. Dreams.
Do you not feel like because there's a Shearer?
Scoring against the Mackham.
No, but like if because there's a Shearer already, it's like okay, it's been there. Like would it when it
Shearer
like,
never
see,
won the league.
like
Shearer
Fulham,
never won the league.
like no,
I
but
could
for
win the league
example,
for Newcastle. Shearer never won the league.
no, but Shearer's got like the most Premier League goals ever. Blah blah. He's a Newcastle like he's like a Newcastle golden calf, right? Simple as.
So what?
But you look at Fulham. Name me Fulham's greatest ever player.
I don't know.
There ain't one. Like, you know what I mean? It's a club. It's the first club in London. It's the original club in London.
It is the original club.
And it's 1-0.
Wait. You just went on a 20-minute soliloquy about Man United. I talk about Newcastle for 10 seconds and now we're back on Fulham.
No. All I said, no. Sorry. No. All I'm saying, listen, no, nothing wrong with Newcastle. Listen, nothing wrong with Newcastle. It's just that the annoying thing about Newcastle is that there's a Shearer, like he exists.
But it has to be
You know
someone
what I mean?
after Shearer.
Of course, no, of course.
And the fact is, do you know why I picked Newcastle? Because the Geordies will love you. Like that's a place where if you're a legend, your every drink in Newcastle for the rest of your life is free. Like, bro, you're the man. Could you imagine?
No, but you know what?
Newcastle.
So why don't you feel that way? Say, for example, Liverpool, because I feel like if there's one city that will give you a pass on everything, it would be Liverpool.
Liverpool's great, but I want to keep the hubcaps on my car. You know what I mean?
Everton.
Liverpool's great, but I'm sorry.
Listen, that's an interesting. Newcastle's an interesting one.
Newcastle, it's a one club city.
Do you know what, Oscar? If you asked me this question before November last year, I'm so all over it.
Well,
Sunderland's not in Newcastle. Yeah, it's not in Newcastle.
It's the time and where. The time and where.
Although, Oscar, you got Gateshead. I mean, Gateshead.
I don't care. That's the easiest answer to a question I'll ever give you. I would love to play for Newcastle United. Like, what club? What a club! A proper club. Proper club.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's proper anymore.
Not anymore, but yeah.
Okay. I'm not talking about the owners. I'm talking about the people, guys. The real Geordies. Oh, why
Yeah. Why man?
Should we talk about this flag?
Let's talk about the flag.
let's get onto it, man.
Let's talk about this flag. I'm just going to leave this comment up here because it makes me smile. Shearer and Majuzi club legends. Yeah, man, of course. So England released their new kit. By the way, I think both kits are peng. I don't know what you man think.
Yeah, there's a slight change I'd make on the home kit because I don't like, the rim has got like red and white and red and blue and stuff. I don't like that.
You don't like red and white?
Not on the.
You don't like the St. George's flag colours?
Not on there.
Get out of my country.
Oh, sorry. All right, Keir Starmer, flipping hell.
Well,
but
Keir, why are we going there?
I don't know.
On a Monday night. We're going there. Okay.
But banging kits. The collar is interesting. There's something about the collar, and it's taking me back. And you know what's ironic? We'll get onto the flag in a minute, but it's taking me back to like the 60s or the 70s. That collar.
Yeah, it's an interesting collar.
It looks like a very,
it's England's best shirt in years.
Oh,
I still think the 2020 Euro shirt is up there.
2020 euros. What was that kit?
I'll just say just the kit. It's just a very nice kit.
And
away, and even though home and away, they've smashed it.
Yeah, I think they've done well. They've done well now.
Do you know what kit I really loved? And the thing is, you know what's annoying about international kits? There are some kits that don't make tournaments. So you're like, it kind of gets fallen by the wayside.
Yeah,
but the 20, I guess 11 kit, because
you're thinking of 2010, right?
No, I think it's 2013 even. The year when England was at 150 years. It was the 150. Hello.
My bad.
It was the, oh, hello.
My
Oh,
My bad.
oh my
I'm
God.
trying to
What's
share my
going on
bloody
there?
screen.
What's going on, Houston? The kit where England was... Oh, my God, Oscar. The kit where England was celebrating their 150 years. The FA was celebrating 150 years. There was a kit that they brought out that time, at that period. And, like,
No,
it was really... No, I hate that kit. That is vile. That's not the kit I'm talking about. Because we wore that in
So
thingy.
Which one are you on about?
Umbro days.
Try 13. Try 13. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
one.
what
That's
it's
the
the
one.
kit, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one. I really like that kit. I was a big fan of that kit. I don't know. Yeah, it was. I really did like it when the team, and it reminds me of Jack Wilshere for some reason. I always remember Wilshere in that kit. It's a good kit. You can zoom in, but anyway,
I can't really.
But yeah, that's my favorite England kit. But this one is definitely up there. It's good. It's a good kit. And the away kit, by the way, delicious. Scenes of glorious emotion.
The purple was there. I'm all
scenes
for
of
it.
glorious
Purple and
emotion.
gold.
Yeah, Scenes of Glorious Emotion. Both those kits. They look good, don't they? They look good.
Yeah, they do.
The purple thing and the white thing. Look at Jude,
Yeah.
Jude in that kit there. The kit that I was on about that I think is just as good as this kit is the.
Why are you searching that one? Oscar, you had to agree with me. The blue numbers. It was the way forward.
This kit,
Wow.
though.
Do you know what, Oscar? I'm not really like. Yes, I get it.
It was good.
I get it.
It was good.
Do you know what really irritates me?
What?
The only thing that irritates me about that kit is the badge in the middle and the Nike in the middle. I hate that.
You don't like the badge in the middle?
I hate the badge and the Nike in the middle.
The badge in the middle is brilliant.
No.
The
I remember
badge in the middle is why I love
Arsenal
it.
did it. Arsenal did it one year when, like for example, Chelsea got this. Chelsea's version of that kit, basically, the Chelsea kit that season. Phenomenal.
We don't have a kit like this.
Bro, are you all right? Literally the year after you won the Champions League, you had a kit. Literally, the blue it was like a blue pattern with the yellow little zigzag on the side.
Oh, the zigzag, yeah.
Gangster kit.
That's one of my favorite Chelsea kits.
It's a gangster kit. The badges were either side, weren't they?
That's club football. That's club football.
Oscar, Arsenal had a middle badge one season. Vile.
Wait. Hold on. I have to disagree. I have to disagree with you because I'm thinking about the Vodafone United, the badge in the middle. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Come on, the badge in the middle. This is heritage. Look at Beckham. This is flipping heritage.
That's heritage. No, don't get me wrong. That is heritage, but I don't want to see it again. We had our fun in the sun.
What, nostalgia is conditional?
He's gonna be at Barcelona. God.
Oh, Peter, the badge in the middle. Don't talk to me about badge in the middle.
No, I don't like it.
Don't talk to me about badge in the middle.
But guys, let's vote. This is class because it was a little special.
Oh,
kit.
well, he likes it when it's Barcelona.
Well, no, I didn't because I didn't like the other one, you clown. But also, this one was like a special. They're celebrating whatever years, 100 years or whatever, right? That I can get. I can get a one-off. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the badge in the middle in general. Let's get a poll going. You know what I'm saying? Peter on poll.
How do you make a poll?
You can't make. I don't think you can make a poll on here, can you?
I think you can. I think
you can.
you definitely can because obviously, this is what we need to get at the subscribers. We can't do polls until we make it to a certain part, and we have to do the membership. So, we are on 279 subscribers. You need to help us out, so we can give you some more.
Subscribe to the friggin' podcast, guys.
Let me give you more stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a big badge in the middle guy. I'm not a big guy. But
okay. Shall we talk about it?
Should we get to it?
Do you know what was funny? I'm gonna start on this. Yeah. I go onto my Instagram and all that stuff, and one of my friends, I won't say friends, I'll more say like acquaintances, people that I know from work, put on their Instagram, and their first line was that I am absolutely fuming. I have never been so mad in my life about many things. This is the number one thing that has irked me the most in your entire life. In your entire life.
The way people commit when they're emotional, the commitment that they have when they're emotional is hilarious. Absolutes.
I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, are people that bored?
Yeah.
That was my first question. I'm like, are you that bored that you have to get outraged about a badge that has been changed God knows how many times throughout our lives? Like, people forget 2012 in the Olympics when the British flag was all blue. No one batted an eyelid. I've seen the flags in many, many different colors. I've seen the rainbow laces. When it's Pride Month, the flag can change.
Yeah.
So it's like there's many, many things. It's just like,
Oh dear.
yeah, people are bored. People were angry for no reason. And guess what? It only lasted a day. And now we're back to life.
What's your opinion on the edit? What's your opinion on that, Robin?
I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less.
What do you mean on the edit, Pete?
As in the actual what the logo is now, like the cross on the back, right? The St. George's flag on the back, right? What is actually your opinion of it? Mine is simply that, you know what, like, it was a reach by Nike. It was an absolute reach because they went back to the 1966 training kit. Like it's meant to be a little nod, right, to the 66 thingy. I get the idea, but it's a bit awful. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. Do I care? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But the whole purple and whatever the color is and everything else is just a bit like, okay. Now, obviously, look, this is a classic case of
I care about,
what?
I care if England bloody win the tournament or not.
Yeah, no, sure.
Guess what? Let's say England win the Euros. No one's gonna give a damn about the flag.
It is a farce. It's a farce. It's a farce that it's 130 quid. You can shove your 130. You can shove
but that's a whole
football shirts. That's football shirts in general.
I'm just saying, look, they're gonna play 6 games in it, and it's 130. Come on, get the hell out of here.
6 games to do well. But here's my view on the whole situation. Yeah, at first I was just like, this is stupid. Why is anyone complaining at it? I couldn't believe what I was reading when I saw people actually like, they changed the color of the flag. I was like, I saw the picture of the flag. I said, this can't be what they're mad about. They must have changed the flag somewhere else, because what is this? Like, it's not like, it's just the back of the collar. I didn't know why people were upset. I was like, this is so stupid. And then I thought, people have nothing better to complain about. And then I saw the original tweet. And when I saw the original tweet, I thought to myself,
By who? Nike.
This is the advertisement of us.
By Nike Football. So this is what
advertisement ask.
So what they said was, a playful update on the St. George's flag appears on the collar to unite and I can't remember what inspire. To unite and inspire. Now, for me personally, this tweet by Nike Football caused all of the outrage you see. There would be no outrage at all if it was not for this tweet. Because like Robin said, we've seen plenty of people change the colors of flags. Nobody has given a monkeys. When England went to the flipping Olympics that we were just talking about, the Union Jack didn't have any red on it. It was like blue, white, and just blue. Like, it was changed up. The Conservative Party did a campaign where they turned the Union Jack completely blue. Every other year, there's a political campaign or an embargo or something that happens where they make a playful change on either the England flag or the whatever flag it is. The Green Party will make it green, whatever. So what? Yeah. Nobody's ever given a monkeys. Where people are getting upset is the fact that this tweet, because this is the tweet that got the most interactions, this is the thing that got the most people riled up, is the fact that it says it's an update on the St. George's flag. What does the word update imply? It implies that something is an old version and it needs to be changed in order to be better. That's what update implies. So what all these people are complaining about is simply the fact that they're saying, England ain't good enough as is. The England that I know and love is not good enough. So everybody, what all of the quote unquote, right-wing people fear is the change of their country. They're taking over our country. We can't have anything. It's Ramadan. Yeah? And now Nike are changing the England flag on an England football kit. Football is the one thing they have.
It's the only thing left.
And there's cornrows hanging over the flag.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Let me say this. There's a lot in that picture.
My thing is this. I don't have an issue with Nike changing the flag. I couldn't give a monkeys. However, you had to, I don't think anyone should have foreseen that this was going to be an issue because, like I said, they've changed it plenty of times before. Where I do think the issue is whoever authorized this tweet to go out should have said, update is the wrong word here. let's just say a play on, let's just say a twist, because the way it's worded here, the way it's worded makes it seem like you're trying to make something greater, which I can understand why people got pissed off at.
Although, Oscar, I think you said something earlier that was like, you know what, bang on, where you didn't need to tell us anything. And the thing is, you would have got the kit and been like, oh, that's an interesting feature, you know? But I think what I learned definitely over the weekend and even at work is that this is how people feel about this country. Do you know what I mean? Like some people, it's sacrilege, you know, or it's like, how dare you touch the flag? How dare you touch, or you know, the royal family? How dare you touch? Like there are some for some people where I think for us it's not that deep because number one, it's probably not our country as such,
and
but
it's not our culture.
Number two, yeah, it's not our culture. We don't care to this, you know, like you know when you get so patriotic that you kind of just miss. You miss it, like you're completely like you're too far deep, like you know what I'm saying, like you're just too attached. Where it's like you need to I respect your country, honor your country, do whatever, but when it gets to a point when it's like okay, this is way too much. It's way too much.
No, but it's a lot of it's a lot of the right wing agenda that they feel like they are losing their country.
But mate, left wing people are having an issue with this too. That's what I've come to learn.
Brother,
you know,
Prime Minister tweeted. Who else tweeted? Keir Starmer tweeted. All the politicians.
Well, Keir Starmer doesn't know if he's a face or a heel, so I got no respect.
He's the most right wing Labour person.
Whoa. Can we just stop there?
Okay, we'll leave it there.
We're gonna stop there.
No, but you know what? Yeah, you're right. We'll leave it there.
Yeah, but my whole point was this. I think if this tweet doesn't go up, I don't think anybody gives a monkeys.
But you know what's so funny, Oscar, what you said about the cane rolls as well. You know, that I didn't even deep that until now. Like, there's a lot going on in this picture, right? And I think I think it was actually an intention, not to offend, but if it's good, like this may cause offense. I know. Nike have now come back and said,
but look at it. Sorry, Robin. Just to mention one point. Look at the colors they put there, and they say the color is to unite. What does these colors? How does these colors unite the country? Like, what does that mean? What does it mean? What are you saying?
So it's dark blue, light blue, and purple.
Like, how does that unite and inspire the country? It doesn't do any of these things. So you're pushing an ideology onto a flag.
It's a poor campaign. It's a poor campaign.
If you get rid of the tweet, just get the picture itself and say that it's English friends. Most people will go to the LGBT side things. Like that's what they're trying to do.
You know what? I'll keep it a buck, Rubinho. I'll keep it a buck. Say there's no ad campaign, there's no marketing about this and nothing. And I then find out that's on it. If I get to see the shirt in real life or whatever, I'll be like, guys, why have Nike done this? In a sense of this is a mare to me. Like in a sense of this looks ugly. Like let's keep it a buck, guys. This looks ugly. It doesn't even look good. I don't even need no cross at the back. I don't need no flag. I don't need nothing on that collar. You know, maybe have, you know, because what I don't know, like you don't need nothing. You know what I mean? It's almost like just leave it alone type thing. I see what they're trying to do, but it's a poor campaign. It's just poor and it looks ugly. No one's talking about this. It looks ugly. Even if it was red and white, by the way, red and white on that collar, you don't need it. I don't know.
I was going to say this. What happens, and this is something else that I thought, okay, this is why this is overboard. Let's take your idea, Pete, and let's do a shaded version. So instead of like what you call it, those colors, it just was like a light shade of blue, and it was just a cross.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone bats an eyelid, but technically the badge has been changed.
Definitely not.
So that's why I'm like, people are angry for no reason.
The argument is that you're changing England's flag to make a statement. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, and I can hear that. I can hear that.
And to let me just share.
I can understand that.
One last thing before we move on from here, just to share this. So this is England's football kit in 2011.
Horrible.
This kit was one of the worst kits England ever had. But if you can see here, there are all these crosses. Some of them are different colors. Some are red, some are blue, some are green, some are purple, pink. Nobody gave a monkeys that the cross was a different color then.
although saying that, Oscar, 2011, right? What era of life we were in? We weren't that woke anyway, right? This is Little Britain was still on TV type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't there. Because I've seen this argument raised about this kit as well. The kit's ugly.
Yeah, but Pete, you're saying woke. Like woke this is the opposite of the woke mob. The people that are complaining about this are complaining against the woke.
Okay, I know what you mean. I see what you're saying there, but then there's also then you got others like myself where I feel like things are too woke. Where it's like, guys, freaking hell, like freaking pump the brakes. Like,
you know, I agree. But my thing is, if your issue is the integrity of the cross, pun intended, as we're coming up to Easter. If your issue is the integrity of the St. George's flag, then you have to be mad at both, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely.
You're right. Anytime they change the flag, you got to be upset with it.
This is human beings. We're never going to be consistent. We're hypocrites by nature, and also,
cancel culture's gone bad, but they want to cancel a football kit. Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy. And I feel like, you know what, I like that idea. In fact, now what would have been a good idea with the cross thing is just keep the same color as the collar, but the threading is what's different. You change the threading so you can see there's visibly a cross, but let it stay dark blue. It was a poor campaign, and it's poor the way it looks. It looks ugly, but the people that are like the people about the flag this, flag that, freaking man up. Just get on with it. Like, get on with it. Like, it's not going to change your life one iota, and it shouldn't. If it does, that's the problem. So anyway, yeah, whatever. They can't lie. Nike had such a great kit there, and they ruined it with that.
But yeah, I think we're all in agreement that too much noise about it. And I bet you, when it comes to the actual Euros, again, no one will give a monkeys. They won't care about if England win or lose. And if England win,
listen. When England lose in that semi-finals, they'll bring this up.
Question. I just had a thought. Where are you lot with?
Have more of those.
Where are you with like political statements that are like in things that are not political? I.e., I don't know. Like in football, we've got no room for racism, LGBT, whatever. We got all of that kind of stuff. Where are you lot with that in general? Would you rather not see it in football, or would you rather see the sport as the sport, or would you rather like to see awareness being risen? Where do you guys stand?
I want awareness. I want it all there. Give it all there.
Okay.
Because we have Vinny Jr. crying because he's got bare questions on racism in the conference, all that stuff, and like just hounding him on political stuff. Whether we like it or not, there is some politicalness in football. So just keep it there, all that stuff. You want to do that, cool. Where I always get annoyed is that we keep promoting, but then we stop. As long as the poster's there, if that makes sense, that's how far we'll go. We're still in this day where betting gets 6 months to 9 months ban, and then racism only gets a couple games. Why? Yeah, so it's like we promote all of this stuff.
No, do you know how crazy that is?
The advertisement is there. Great job on the advertisement, but the enacting is not. So that's my issue.
Personally, I don't have an issue with political stuff in football. Maybe because there's never been an agenda that I'm like against. So that's probably why it's never really affected me. Some things I think are a bit interesting, like when they have the pride flag captain armbands, and then some of the Muslim players don't want to wear that, and they're forcing them to wear it. It's a bit sticky there.
The thing is, what I don't get with the pride stuff, for example, I don't get if it's a case of, do they just want to be loved as a normal human being, like everyday people? No, as in like, accept them, even if they are gay and whatever else. Just accept them to be like how I accept you guys, for example. Or is it a thing of we support their actions? Like I've always found it grey with these things. And obviously, with us who have, religious backgrounds, and even as you said, like you mentioned a Muslim, for example, like I can totally understand a Muslim player who says, bro, I can't wear this badge. This captain armband goes against my morals. But unless that's what I'm asking, unless it's about accepting them people, like as in treating them as the same way you treat anybody else or one of your kind, or is it supporting their actions? What is the
That's
conversation?
what I'm saying, bro. It's a tough one that I don't think can be solved like in one conversation. It's very difficult. It's very nuanced.
It is difficult.
And obviously, you get different people that express their faiths differently. So there's some Muslim players that would happily wear it, and there's some that wouldn't. So it's mad. It's mad.
Yeah. So for me personally, by the way, I don't want no political stuff in my sport.
Nat just said something. I'm so glad Nat made this comment because this pisses me off more than anything.
That's
right?
very true.
Leagues sponsored by betting companies, but you get banned for betting. It's stupid.
No, it's not. No, it's outrageous. No, Oscar's outrageous.
No, it's not stupid.
No,
how dumb is that?
It's outrageously stupid.
Wait, explain to me what's stupid about that?
Imagine, for example, is it Stoke sponsored by Bet365?
Yeah.
The owner owns Bet365. The owner of Stoke owns Bet365.
Okay.
Let's just let that one.
That player,
let that one relax.
That player goes and bets on Bet365.
Yeah.
They get caught. They get banned.
Yeah, because he's a player.
I am, but I'm sponsored.
No, Oscar, we shouldn't have Oscar.
Player. How can you guys not understand the difference?
No, I get the difference in that sense. But Oscar, let's have it right. We should ban betting companies in football if we can't. Look, we should get rid of it.
I think that from a moral standpoint, because I don't even bet. I don't believe betting is a healthy life choice. I think that's bad generally. However, the idea that because they use betting sponsors, that means the players should be allowed to bet is so stupid. That's like, imagine you work at a restaurant and the restaurant sells wine and then you're on the job drinking wine. They're going to fire you. You can't be like, oh, you've got all this wine here. Why'd you sell it if I'm not allowed to drink it?
No. The difference is, Oscar, okay, Oscar, you was on a good one there. You was on a good one until you said another restaurant. No, imagine Chelsea Football Club is selling wine.
No, I'm talking about that. Yes.
Yeah, but Chelsea. No, but my point is,
if you work
I get it. Look,
restaurant and they sell wine, that don't mean you can drink on the job.
It doesn't mean you can drink on the job. I understand that, and obviously we've got to use our brains. But when you look at the fines, the bans, and everything else on this, right, it's too contradictory. Like this one is the betting. Oscar, the betting thing is way too. Like it's too much.
Clear conflict of interest. It's borderline cheating.
But why do we have it? But why does football get sponsored? Is happy to take the money from betting companies, but not happy for the players to put money in the betting company
because of conflict of interest.
Can I also have
shouldn't be sponsored by them?
Can I put a part B to Pete's question? We have players, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, there's an advertisement for betting companies and stuff.
Yeah, come on.
He's a footballer.
He's a footballer. Advertising a betting company that he can't do.
But you can't do it.
He can't bet on flipping horse racing and all these other things?
No, but he's also
this is the thing.
It's clearly talking about football.
Yeah, but bro, he's a footballer. It's a conflict of interest for a footballer to gamble on football.
But Oscar, what I'm saying is we should not have betting companies sponsoring football. We shouldn't have it.
I can agree with that, but I think it's a separate point to whether footballers can bet or not.
No, I'm not saying footballers should be allowed to bet, but what I'm saying is the argument you just gave earlier, racism got an 8-game ban, but betting got an 8-month ban.
But that's your issue is with the disparity in the
in the beginning I said the fact that you would get banned in such a manner for betting when football is now surrounded, it's in a chokehold with betting companies. Yeah, it's in a chokehold. Even Sky has a betting company, and it's sponsoring this, that, and the other. Like it's madness.
Yeah, but I just think it's
too much.
It's cheating. It's cheating. Quite frankly, it's cheating.
No, it's cheating to bet. Yes, I agree. Yeah, you shouldn't bet. But get betting out of frigging football. Full stop. It shouldn't be there.
If that's your argument,
that's what he's saying, though. But that's not what he's saying. That was saying that it was stupid. It is stupid.
He said they should be allowed to bet, just not on football. Okay, yeah, that wasn't the initial comment.
No, but a footballer can. Well, Zaniolo's been done for betting on another sport. And that's ridiculous.
Tonali as well.
Well, Tonali
Bro.
was football though.
Yeah.
Prescott.
That's what I'm saying. He's been banned though.
Once
But
the
he's been
league,
banned for God
people-
knows how long.
They should legit try and cheat outcomes of the league season. Yeah, look, it is what it is. Betting
Just to end it, we should not have any betting thing involved in football. Full stop. We shouldn't have it.
I can definitely agree with that. Bro.
We shouldn't have it.
It's just that it will take a while. Just like they got rid of the alcohol sponsors, they're gonna get rid of the betting sponsors too.
But you see, look, now check this. Why is alcohol not sponsoring football anymore?
I don't know, man. Family friendly game.
Do you know why? Because of Cristiano Ronaldo. You know when he did the thing? Apparently, alcohol companies like Heineken lost millions. Because
But what I'm saying is, like, for example, like now, like even
no,
now,
that's hella influence. Because it wasn't alcohol, it was Coke. He moved his Coke.
Yeah, you just made that
Agua.
up. It wasn't
No,
even
but
alcohol.
my bad.
what
I'm saying Agua, but I'm saying Coke lost millions. That's actually a fact.
No, explain to me. Peter, wait 1 second. You're going to explain to me how Coca-Cola, the largest drinks company in the world, lost millions.
Because of Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, they didn't. Oh my God.
Agua.
No, they
Agua.
didn't.
guys,
No,
on the alcohol thing,
millions because he said no Coke.
very
Get out of
quickly,
here.
very quickly on the alcohol thing, I think it's total nonsense when like a Heineken sponsor is part of something, right? Champions League or whatever.
Champions League.
Man City have got Asahi, right? Asahi beer, right? But it's all the 0.0. It's a load of nonsense. Like we don't have to.
Why that
Well, no, but why is alcohol banned as like why is there no like what's the alcohol restriction?
Healthy beer.
I mean, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as healthy beer. By the way, alcohol doesn't make it. Alcohol doesn't make it unhealthy. Okay, it's full of crap. No, it's just full of trash. No, it's just full of trash.
Alcohol definitely doesn't make it unhealthy.
No, if you take out the alcohol, it's still the same thing. It's still trash.
Yeah, alcohol is not healthy.
No, but alcohol is. No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm not saying that.
Is a Coke Zero not healthy?
A Coke Zero is not healthy.
Oh, okay,
of course it's not.
I just want to see the. I want to see the continuity.
But on that point though, Robin, I mean, the person that argues that it might be is because there's no sugar, right? But the person like me, I'll say, can you pronounce the ingredients on this can? Okay, at least with the full fat Coke, it says sugar. You know what I'm saying? Water, sugar.
Over here. This guy said like ingredients.
Look at this.
What's in this?
Wake up. Hey, big up to him on Grime Daily. His show is A1.
I've never watched it, never will. That says
right?
it's like God. F1 banning cigarette deals, but poker and other gambling sites happily being sponsors on cars.
They banned it.
Look.
They banned it. To be fair,
I think the world moves in a linear line, and I think it's not far fetched to say that the cigarette companies got ousted. Pretty soon the alcohol companies will get ousted because people, the rise of 0% beers is a sign that the alcohol economy is, I think, going to decline over the next 20 to 25 years. I just think decline. I think it will decline.
I don't think so. I think they've actually doubled because of the whole 0.0%.
But that's not the alcohol economy.
No. But it is though, because all of the alcohol.
You're telling me like Guinness. To be fair,
you're telling me like Guinness, like they're doing Guinness zeros, Heineken zeros.
Yeah,
all these.
I
think they're making more money than ever because it's like these lot don't drink. No, listen to my point. These lot don't drink, or they don't like the word alcohol.
Yeah.
So if we make a 0.0 thing for them, and they will still drink it, guess what? The alcohol companies still make the money.
Yeah, but so, when you're selling a product that's not alcohol, like there's that part of your company is no longer. Like, I get what you're saying. It's the alcohol company, but what I'm saying is the way I see health trends and society going, much like in the 90s, everybody was smoking cigarettes until people really started to learn about how bad cigarettes were for you, and now it's less and less and less smoking bans and I think the next generation of kids, Gen Zs, below that, are going to really see the effects of alcohol on our society and just gradually cut it out. I think it's going to move in the same way. The same way, bro. Everybody was vaping. Now people are like, yo.
I can tell you, vapes have actually gone up. The world of vaping has gone up.
The new cigarette. It was the new cigarette.
But I don't think it's going to last. And it's the same with like with like social media, innit? It's like, everybody
for
was all on
example,
social
we're
media,
getting
and
we're
people
getting
are like,
we're
"Hold on, this is
getting like
crazy."
CBD drinks and CBD vapes.
Yeah,
and all
but
that
these
stuff.
these
So,
are alternatives. These are alternatives.
But you know what though? But
It's still got the drug though.
also
That's what I'm saying.
what we're just like what we're basically exposing here. The world's morals is full of crap. It's subjective. It decides to have it when it wants, you know, because we're gonna just move on to the next thing, aren't we? We're just gonna you know, like, because you know how the cigarette situation is there, the betting situation is there. Have you seen the rise in gambling in general, like the poker thing?
Oh,
and
it's
the,
gone up
and
so
the,
much.
Gambling's crazy.
Gambling is off the Richter, right? And soon, because it's an addiction now, that's soon going to get done. Because that's the primary thing of all of these companies, by the way.
It's
when you talk about
addiction.
cigarettes, when you talk about alcohol, when you talk about gambling, it's all to do with addictions. Not necessarily that the product itself alone is the bad thing. It's just too much of anything is always bad, no, even if it's a healthy thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Great conversation, mate. Great conversation.
You know, I mean, we're in a situation in life where red meat is bad for you. Get the hell out of here, man. Get the stuffing. Get the stuffing out of here.
Give me my steak. Give me my steak.
Give me my friggin' steak. Yeah, all you vegans, man. Get the hell out of here. Okay.
Hey, there's nothing
what I
wrong
mean?
with being vegan. You man choose.
There's nothing right.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being vegan. Listen.
My views are not in line with Pete over there.
Listen.
God
created food.
If you eat what you need to eat for political, for faith, all that stuff,
listen,
all for it.
No, I'm not talking about that. There's no vegan religion. Okay, let's have it right. Okay, listen.
I said for political reasons, for faith reasons. Some people don't eat meat.
What faith doesn't eat meat?
Well, if we're going to specifics, for example, Muslims don't eat pork in general.
No, exactly. Specific means I'm not fussed. But guess what? You don't hear a Muslim saying I'm a friggin' vegan or a vegetarian. No, they just say. You know what? And the thing is, the pork thing. It's like, you know what? This meat right here is rank. Right? Okay, fine. Okay, they go to beef. They go to chicken. They go to turkey. Okay,
it's more pork for me. Hey,
Facto.
you know, I'm talking about addictions. Let me tell you about my addiction. This podcast is brought to you by Supermalt.
Oh, God.
The greatest drink on planet Earth, the nectar.
The most disgusting drink ever.
Grow up.
No, do you know what? No,
Supermalt,
Oscar,
you know what? I drank Supermalt as a teen. I drank Supermalt as a teen, around my family. It's because they bigged it up so much, and I thought I just need to fit in. As an adult now, I've just come to the conclusion it sucks.
I can't lie. As a young
get to the conclusion that you don't fit in. There's a lot of people in life that don't fit in.
You know what? I'll keep it a buck. When I was younger, I drank Supermalt just to feel like I was drinking alcohol. Like, that's the realest talk.
Yeah, I can't.
That's the realest. That's just the real. There was a vibe. Like, you know, like in parties, in like Ugandan house parties, you man will know. It fit in with the pack. There can be a Heineken, there can be a Budweiser and a Guinness. For some strange reason, the Supermalt just wedges itself right there, and it looks part of the family. It looks all set. But Oscar,
barley malt, sugar, carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide? I'm sorry, wait, what? The thing you breathe out. What you breathe out is in there. Someone's horrible breath is in there. Listen, Oscar.
Acid. Yeah, let's go. Give me some of that.
Oscar, listen, even though it's 2024, I'm going to still say this word. Man up and get a mighty malt. Okay? Get a friggin' mighty malt. Get more iron in your friggin' malt, man. Come on.
I don't like mighty malt. I don't need. Whoa, I was going to go crazy. Crazy, but let me know.
Let's hear it.
Nat said, "No, as a Nigerian, I agree with Robin. Supermalt tastes like flour, man. It's only drank by criminals." Hey, well, lock me up.
Can I tell you a drink? Let me tell you. This is what's it called? Unpopular opinion. Do you know what drink is drank by criminals and tastes like flour? Magnums, the small magnums that you see just bare man drinking outside the shop. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I think they're all right.
What type of wine is it again? It's a wine? A tonic wine. Guys, get the hell out here.
It tastes like it tastes a bit like a cowpole, like a little. It's got that medicine taste.
Listen, shout out to cowpole. Shout out to cowpole.
That was
amazing.
Cowpole
was amazing.
Cowpole saved lives.
Was amazing.
Lives was saved,
man. You lot are liars. Cowpole was trash.
I'm sorry, we're on the medicine tangent. I'm trying to get back to England because I wanted to talk about like.
Well, we're done with England. We're done with England.
I want to talk about the players and like all that stuff and blah blah blah. Did anyone start the game? Right. We still are, Peter. As much as you hate it, we are a football channel. But
no, I didn't mind moving on to another football topic. Well, England, it's an hour and a half of the podcast.
But I don't know if anybody had that yellow medicine. I don't know what it was. That
liquid one. Yeah.
I had no name, but
I had that one before.
The most disgusting thing ever.
Yeah, but Robin, you're alive today, boy. You're alive today.
It was trailer, man. It was trailer park trash. I remember, especially
it was nuclear yellow.
You know the one, and it would come and it would come in the little white spoon where it had two sizes. Hell no.
Yeah, bro.
That stuff was garbage.
Oh bro, if your leg was broken, you just take that yellow thing there.
You know, that yellow thing, boy. Man's got a leg snapped.
The bone gets up. Pause. Whoa, that was crazy.
Whoa. Anyway, I really wanted to say this because I asked why is my boy Kobe Mainoo not in the squad. The very next day we wake up to the news that he makes the squad. I was like, yep.
Never in doubt, Robin.
Never in doubt.
Do you know what it was? Do you know what's so funny? Because he was called into the under-21s initially. And then, so I said on the pod last week, I said he's going to go to St. George's Park with the other boys and, they can see him there. Then I found out the under-21s actually went to Azerbaijan to play a game. Yeah. So when they were about to go on a plane, Southgate said, hold on. Bring me. Don't take Kobe with you. Bring him in. I need him in. And now he's in the squad.
And he's slicing and dicing the squad. Had a great cameo at Wembley. I couldn't ask for any more.
England lost though. What did your boy really do?
See the comps though. He's the only one twisting up Brazil and doing the favelas.
Do you know what? So I can't lie. Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, you know, I think I must have said last week or the week or sometime before. Like, what the hell are we talking about Kobe Mainoo for? Whatever. He comes on the field. Yeah. What's that first touch he does? He does a touch.
Was he good?
Where I said,
Oscar,
get him on the plane. I can't lie. Oscar, it was like Oscar, bear this in mind. He did a touch, yeah. It's against Brazil because I started to deep it all. This is Brazil. It's at Wembley. He's making his debut. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not two-phased. Obviously, he's not 17 years old. Don't let anyone tell you different.
I'm not calling him. No one's calling him generational.
You see, I can't stand this. Because Adrian was trying to run with this on the group chat. Oh, he can't play for England. Like, what are you guys saying? He's 17. Is he the next Wayne Rooney? No. It's as simple as this. England have a great squad, but they lack quality in a certain area of the pitch. This Kobe Mainoo kid just happens to be good enough. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's a generational player who's going to be a world beater for 10 years. It just means that right now, there's a young English talent that knows how to receive the ball from defenders, can spray passes. He's got good feet to hold on to the ball in tight areas. He's good at evading the press. Not perfect, but good at it. And he's got a brain, so he knows how to track runners and come back and receive the ball from dangerous runs in midfield. So he's got the defensive needs that we would want, and he's got the attacking needs because he can keep the ball and pass the ball. So he's a good player. He's a good player.
Listen,
why not have him in the squad?
Yeah, no, and let's be clear. My analysis is simply this: that touch. I said this guy has to go on the plane. He has to go. Because here's the thing, yeah. Calvin Phillips can't
compete.
Calvin Phillips, right? Okay. Lord have mercy. Okay. Jordan Henderson, Christ have mercy. Okay. And then who else are we talking about?
CG. Conor Gallagher.
Do you know what? And Conor Gallagher, Lord have mercy. The thing is, that's wild. Oscar,
I can't forgive Adrian.
Oscar, the only thing I'll say surprisingly, there's a player that's former Chelsea that is not in this squad, and I don't get why, because he's doing good at AC Milan. And I can't for the life of me understand why he's not had a look with the turf.
You're in RLC now, yeah?
Listen, all I'm saying is
okay, because it took you 10 years.
It's taken me 10 years because it's been 10 years since he played good.
That's a lie. That's a
No,
lie.
he's doing a decent. No,
That's a lie.
listen to what I'm saying.
What that
Oscar,
tells me is
Oscar,
you watch
wait,
Serie A more than you watch the Premier League. That's what that tells me.
But why'd you sound surprised? This you knew. Why are we acting different here? No, but the thing is, when you look at the state of England's midfield, right? The state at the moment in time, and then you look at like a Loftus-Cheek, for example, who is actually playing games, he's getting minutes, and he's doing a good 6, 7 outs to 10s, and whatever, sometimes an 8 here and there. Compared to Lord knows what you're going to get from Calvin Phillips. Henderson is past it. Mainoo's 17 years of age. Okay, and maybe Foden should be in that midfield. I don't know, but I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, wait, you need a steady Eddie in there. Now Rice is one of them. We know that. Bellingham, we know that, right? But you need somebody else in there where I feel like he's not gun ho like all out attack.
I'm really surprised Loftus-Cheek is not, because Southgate has his favourites, right? Loftus-Cheek was one of the boys that he reared through. Like he had that loan spell at Palace, and Southgate took him to the 2018 World Cup. That World Cup where England first got to the semis, Loftus-Cheek was in that team. He even scored in one of the games. So
I'm gobsmacked not in it.
Yeah, so for him to not, ever since then, Southgate's not touched him with a barge pole. He's just left him. But obviously that's because of injuries and whatnot. But you'd think, bro, if that's that number 8 position where I thought maybe this camp you would have got a look in, with the injuries that are there.
He's playing 40 games a season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like at Milan, he's playing football. And if there's one thing that kept hampering Loftus-Cheek's career was not getting minutes, whether that was down to injury or whether being at Chelsea, where, there's a lot of midfielders.
Yeah. And to think now he's getting his minutes and you've got players like Gallagher ahead of him. I mean, come on. I love the CG, but he's not. He ain't what we need.
And also, guys, left back is harem scarum. Left back is harem scarum.
Until Luke Shaw's back.
Bon Luke Shaw. I don't want to hear Luke Shaw either. I don't want to hear him either.
No, but is England's left back?
Oh, Luke Shaw's England's left back.
Yeah, but he's not
number
fit.
1. Exactly.
He's not fit.
Now you need to understand my issue on a weekly basis.
I'm not talking about injuries. The man is not fit. He's not fit, and he won't be fit for the Euros. We need to find a left back, guys. There's got to be a left back. Someone's got to have a left back in their academy. Someone's got to have one.
Luke Shaw runs like a Renault Megane. Just like...
a Renault Megane.
Yeah, like
have you driven a Renault Megane? I don't think you put him in good light there.
No,
yeah. What did you think that was a compliment?
Okay, fine. Okay.
I'm looking at England's defense because Maguire's just got injured again. So if we look at we've got Ben Chilwell, John Stones, Konsa, Lewis Dunk, Braithwaite, Joe Gomez, and Rico Lewis. That defensive line is scary.
I saw Konsa's appearance. Good.
And then I asked, okay, where is Tomori?
Injured.
I was just going to ask.
He has to be in there because he has to be in that squad.
Is he actually injured?
He's actually injured. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, question: do you think it matters?
100%.
100%.
Of course,
you think the centre backs matter?
Oh, sorry, I thought we were talking about the left back. Sorry,
I'm talking the defensive line in general.
Oscar. When you get to start playing the elite teams, you get to that quarterfinal, semi-final, you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, great. Give me Stones Maguire, man. Give me Stones Maguire. I'm taking him to the final.
Okay, that's just centre half. I don't mind. My left back is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the left back. I'm looking at the central midfield.
Look, it's gonna be Luke. If it's not Luke, it's gonna be Trent.
And also from this game against Brazil,
Trippier's played left back the whole time.
That tells you everything. That tells you everything you need to know.
Yes,
but also, how alarming is it that without Kane and Saka, England looked bang average against a not great Brazil side?
But Pete, I'm gonna be so real with you. With Kane and Saka, England will look bang average in those opening World Cup games.
But at least Kane and Saka gave you a lift. You know what I mean?
The fear factor with them.
It gave you a fear factor. There's a bit of a lift especially with Kane. Like there's a bit of a lift. There's a bit of something.
Oh my God, it's Kane!
My God, it's Kane! And Walker's hamstrings, man. I don't think it was real.
No,
I have a feeling he starts Sunday.
No.
Knee deep in a title race.
Literally, Sky Sports have just come out and said Kyle Walker's injury is not seen as serious. He is
Of
due
course
to
it's
make-
not. Flip's sake.
He is
There's
due
a
to make
title
it
on the
hard.
line. There's a title on the line. For goodness
Aye,
sake.
but do you know who actually reaffirmed my top 3 this week in international football? Portugal. Did you see Portugal play?
No, I didn't see them.
Dismantled. They dismantled them. And I said, okay, they're here. And that was without CR7. So, which I think they play without. I feel like they play better without him. But
Roberto
I digress.
Martinez is a great manager. That's one thing you lot have to know.
Fun fact, he's never lost. He's not lost since taking over. Fun fact.
That's what we like to hear. Nat, take Rashford out of that frigging front three. I don't want to see him in that front three. Get him out of there because he's not good enough. He's not good enough.
It is your front 3.
It's a toss up to be fair. Kane, Saka, and then I don't know whether to go with Foden or go with Grealish or go with Gordon. I can't decide.
Oh, Gordon.
Gordon's been, by the way, all season. Gordon's been brilliant for Newcastle this season.
He doesn't start for England.
He probably doesn't start for England. But the thing is,
I'm talking about your starting 3. Your starting 3.
Like I said, it's a toss up. The thing is, Foden at left, it feels like a waste of Foden's talent. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm wasting it.
It's either left or not in the squad. So make a choice.
Or he can go in the midfield 3.
With who?
So you got Bellingham, Rice, and Foden.
No,
that's my midfield 3. The left would be Jack Grealish.
Who Bellingham, Rice, and Foden. Who collects the ball from your centre backs? Who's play like you could do that?
The same way he does it for us.
He doesn't do it for you.
Oh, okay. Funny that. Same way he does it for us.
Come on, man. You got.
We've had no Partey all year. Who do you?
But listen, Pete, you're talking about an Arteta's Arsenal. Do you know how drilled your team is?
But also, do you remember Anfield when it was Declan Rice versus 4 Liverpool players, and he drew for the samurai sword. You know what I'm saying? He was standing there like strong, elite.
Stand Arsenal fans. You actually believe that was about Rice?
Was it about a Trent miss?
They missed. Liverpool missed, and you're like, oh my gosh, Rice! He got a shot. He had a shot on goal.
Baby. That's my midfield 3, by the way. It's Rice, Foden, and what? Bellingham. And then my left winger is Jack Grealish. Not even a question. What Jack Grealish is not doing in this side, I don't know.
Jack Grealish needs to play for Manchester City. How about that?
Do you know what, Oscar? Oscar, do you know what though? Do you know what though? He actually doesn't need to play because when he comes on for England, you know what you're going to get from him. He's not the kind of player that he needs to run a game to be himself.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
He can come off the bench, like Rashford come off the bench against Brazil and look like Rashford from Old Trafford. That's not what I want. That's not what I want to see. I want to see Marcus Rashford. That's been good for England.
Okay, but Rashford is good for England.
He was garbage on the other night.
But did he play? I didn't see it.
He come off the bench. He was garbage.
Okay, but in the World Cup,
apparently,
no, listen.
Foden was garbage according to him.
He cannot start. He cannot. Listen, nobody was good for England except frigging Kobe Mainoo. Okay,
exactly.
Listen, they were all bad. But what I'm saying is, no, but Rashford is garbage. Robin, let's not do this. Let's not do this. If there's one thing you have to learn, if one thing everyone has to learn, guess what, guys? Overall, you look at Rashford's career. Overall, he's not great.
Nah, but
this season is not a one-off with Rashford. We've got about 6 or 7 years of Marcus Rashford where we've got 2 or 3 hot seasons. I don't like this half-hearted, one foot in, 1 foot out. No, Rashford is not a great football player. He should not be playing for England.
I've just seen it. Yeah, I've just seen it. England are winning the Euros. Marcus Rashford. For
God's sake.
Over France and Portugal.
I don't care about them croissant. No, man, I don't care about them guys.
They knocked us out in the World Cup.
I don't care about them guys. What's the story? What's the story of Les Bleus? Yeah, one great tournament, one tournament out in the group stage, one World Cup win, 1 Euros out to Switzerland. What you know what I mean? They're always up and down.
Also, guys, I think there's another nation on the rise that people have slept on.
Oh, don't you dare!
There's a nation on the rise that people have just slept on.
Who?
The team that France got beaten by.
Germany.
Deutschland.
Germany there.
We say Musiala Wirtz ball.
And where are we? Where's the tournament?
Deutschland.
Germany.
Hey, that's all I'm
But
gonna
that's
say,
why we
guys.
sent
Don't
Harry.
sleep.
That's why we sent Harry Kane there to scout.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. I like your thinking. I like your thinking.
Yeah,
He's
man.
gonna tell us every stadium, like where to play, where the toilets are.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it's his whole job.
It was just. It was just.
do you feel like Germany have the? Do you feel like Germany have the bite?
Like I said, they're on the rise. They're not here.
They're not there yet.
Because I
feel like
playing
Germany
at
has
home
to
will
go
be-
for a new gem.
But playing at home will take them further than they should go.
I
They
do
will take
hear
the
home
vote
field
they should go.
advantage. I do hear the home field
Yeah.
advantage.
Germany will be there. They'll be there. You know,
Also, how did Germany get another tournament before other countries?
it's a farce.
Germany just
Oh.
had it.
Yeah, it feels like literally around the corner
They just
when
had
they
a
had.
World Cup, you know.
I know.
We got a
It's some
Euros.
madness. Did we have a German stadium in the last Euros?
Yeah, we did.
Where
Munich.
was it?
They
Munich.
played at Munich. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of
Interesting.
Germany,
Oh, yeah.
they have decided after nearly 30 years to go from Adidas to Nike.
Mad. That's mad.
That's mad.
That is absolutely like, whoa, pump the brakes.
That's like something you see in the future on Football Manager. You're like, that wouldn't happen in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, listen, first of all, Nike make better kits than Adidas and always have. Okay. I'm furious.
He
It
says
depends on
that.
the team. It depends on the team. I've always said it depends on the team.
Listen, like I get it. Like, you know, Real Madrid, for example, they should stay Adidas. It suits Adidas, and Barcelona suits Nike, right? I get that. I get AC Milan. I mean, the fact that AC Milan ever left Adidas was just an outrage. Why they would ever leave, right? I get all of that.
It's Puma. Puma make me sick.
Puma suck.
They absolutely
suck.
sick.
I remember when
Me
Arsenal,
personally,
yeah.
I'm an Adidas man. Like, I was so gassed
Are
when
you?
United went back to Adidas. I was like, yes.
I'm a Nike guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm always been a
See,
Nike guy.
Assad is an uncultured guy, man. I said Chelsea have had one good home kit with Nike, which was the 21-22.
Chelsea with Adidas suited very well.
Chelsea with
Very well.
Adidas was peng, but Chelsea with Nike is great. Look at the kits we have this year.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm Assad. Come on.
The three
You've got
kits
some
this
good
season
kits.
are absolutely peng. That 22 kit was mid.
Wait, 22.
Oh no,
Is that-
wait.
no,
22 is the one I love. Sorry, my
the
bad.
year after the Champions League. The one
Yeah.
under Frank Lampard was delicious. That home
One
kit,
under
delicious.
Lamps
was
was
really
good. The
good.
first one on the Lamps was good.
The away kits that you've had under this Nike stuff has been really, really good.
The Conte one was peng as well.
Oh, Conte's one was, but that was Adidas.
No, we won the league with Adidas, and then the next year we moved to Nike.
That was a bit bland. That was just a bit bland.
Yeah, but it's that Nike can do that.
Like, I preferred the Sari one instead. The Sari Nike was better.
I think majority of our Nike kits have been good. I don't know why people don't like them.
Yeah, they're not bad at all. No, they're not bad at all. But yeah.
Wait, Oscar, the Club World Cup kit was dead. You're moving crazy. What?
You're right. That kit was sick.
That kit was peng, bro. I'll have that kit. That's
What
what
was that the yellow zigzag we were discussing about England?
Oh
my
my
god.
days.
That's a great kit.
The only
I
thing
mean,
that beats that kit is this season's kit.
Even last year's kit, right? But this season's away kit banging. Last season's away, the little champagne thing banging. Oh my god.
We've had so many good kits under Nike. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Anyway,
let's move on from where are we going next, guys?
Speaking of Chelsea, Mr. Ashley Cole has been inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. Your thoughts? Your tease?
Peter, you got to clap. It's well deserved.
Peter, you got to give it to him.
You got to give it to him.
Best left back in the world.
Do I clap him? Do I clap him?
You had to.
He won 2 titles with me.
Invincible.
He went unbeaten.
Don't say with me. He won
He
2
won-
titles
he-
for you.
He won the double,
Won the Champions League.
and then he nearly crashed his car because he was offered 10k more on his contract that he was already on, and then went to Chelsea. He went to Chelsea.
Yeah,
He went to Chelsea.
The Chelsea.
He went to Chelsea.
I wish I was out there playing.
Peter,
myself.
your club congratulated him on Twitter today.
Of course, yeah. Did you see that? What do you think about the media team in the Arsenal?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, and I've chosen not to see it. So
it was a great thing. It was a
It's
carousel
actually a
of
very good tweet.
images. It was just,
Yeah.
I kept scrolling. They didn't stop.
Pete, also in Ashley Cole's video, Arsene Wenger praises him very, very highly.
But
throughout the whole video.
Arsene Wenger is a disciple. Okay, like he without question will always. He's like the prodigal son's father. Do you know what I mean? He will always welcome people back, right? He's that guy. I'm not that guy. Ashley Cole hurt my heart, man. Like he hurt my heart, and I don't know. I struggle with him. I want nothing to do with him either. And also, like, you know, that's why I came here. Oh, whatever.
This is why I come here.
Yeah, whatever. Like, whatever. Just sod off. You, Van Persie. I don't like players that have left me, you know, left us. Oh, thanks for showing me that, Oscar. Appreciate that.
I had to show it to you because click to read. We're going to click more. Oh, there's him and Thierry.
At White Hart Lane. Love that. On the centre circle. Love that.
The fake Prem.
At White Hart Lane. We love that.
At
White Hart Lane again. Yeah.
There's not. That's all we've got for now. But wow. Should I click to read?
No, I don't think you should, if I'm honest. I don't think you should. Yeah, no. Honestly, when players leave Arsenal, for example, and they go to like rivals, and they don't leave amicably, like I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, but you got to remember, there's two people in the relationship.
He can do one.
Endo says, is Cole more of a Chelsea or Arsenal legend? I think
obviously Chelsea.
He won more trophies at Chelsea. There's no Chelsea fan that feels any negative emotion towards him, whereas Arsenal fans, obviously, majority of them don't like him. So therefore, by that standard,
he's also an Arsenal legend. He's part of the Invincible.
2 Premier Leagues and Invincible, of course, man, of course.
Whether you like it or not, he's an Arsenal legend.
Well, that's the thing, though. If you're not one with the fans, though, are you still a legend for that club? Are you?
After what he's done? Yeah.
No, I get what Peter's saying.
I don't know that you got to still
have.
Like...
For example, I can't stand Carlos Tevez. For example, but what he did for my club was fantastic.
Yeah, but I don't think Carlos Tevez is a legend.
No, but I'm saying I'm giving him an example. Like
if someone has delivered for you.
Yeah, but I think the fans' view of a player is more important to whether they're considered a legend or not.
But also, yeah, if Ashley Cole came back to Arsenal for an interview, he'll be booed out the building. Like he'll be booed out of the building, and that's the thing. Like there's certain players that can and can't come back to a club, right? Do interviews, rare tear. Like Van Persie can't come back. You know, Cesc.
Cesc can come back.
No, he can't.
He can. Do you know why Cesc can?
He can't.
Because
guys, think about what you're about to say before you go off and say it. Because remember how he left Arsenal.
Okay, so can I say, Matt, Pete? You know this as well as I do. I don't know if he's still there, but times when I used to give me tickets to go and watch Arsenal during the Emery era and late Wenger times, there was the Cesc Fabregas sign on the you used to have like those things on lampposts where it would have all the older players. You'd have like Vieira, you'd have like Rocky Road.
Actually, I wonder, is Ashley Cole on there?
And there was a Fabregas one,
but I think it got taken down. I
don't think it's still there. But there was like post Chelsea, there was an era where you guys were trying to bring Cesc back into that fold.
And he asked to come back, and the thing is, the club said no. That's why he went to Chelsea.
Arsenal, because that's why I said my gripe with him was leaving to go to Barcelona. Number one. Number two.
Why?
Yeah. What? Did you watch him? Did you watch him in our last year? Did you watch him in his last year?
My question. Okay,
here's the difference. Finish
your point, and then I have a question.
Here's the difference. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't want to be at Man United in 2009. Do you know what he did though? He played his socks off for the club. He did everything he could, and he went to Madrid amicably. Okay, and got and Man United got 80 million quid or whatever it was for him. He didn't want to be there, but you didn't know that because he was he played. No, the way he played. The way he played for Man United in 2009 was still tremendous.
Yeah, it was tremendous, but his level dropped.
Yeah, because he didn't score 50 goals like he did the year before. He got 30.
But he got better at Real Madrid.
Yeah, but he got 30 for goodness sake. Yeah, he went to a better club, a club that had way more talent.
Marginally. I mean, he was in a team that won the league in England. He was in a team that won the league in England and went to a Champions League final. So
Mate, his Real Madrid side knocked Barcelona one year.
His Man United side knocked Barcelona the year before. What's your point?
No, what, 08? Yeah, 08 Barca compared to the 09, 010, 11, 12 Barca.
What I'm saying is simply this. The Ronaldo leaving Man United saga was one of the most drawn-out sagas. We knew this guy wanted... Huh?
No, it was drawn, yeah.
We knew this guy wanted to play for Real Madrid. We knew it was in his heart. And we knew that he wanted to go the year prior, but Fergie stopped it. And then he eventually went. And he was better for United in the 08 season than he was in the 09 season.
No doubt.
Man United fans have sense and don't cry about it. They're just like, cool.
Fabregas was awful in his last year at Arsenal. Okay, this is a guy who punched the ball in the penalty area against Tottenham Hotspur. It's a guy who backheeled the ball at the new camp for Barcelona when he was wearing the Arsenal shirt. Wait there. He also, in the final game of the season, do you know where he was on our final game of the season?
Where was he?
He was with his granddad at the Barcelona Grand Prix.
Oh, I hear it, man.
When Arsenal were playing Fulham away on the last game of the season, where was he? He was in Barcelona.
Well, Pete, where would you have been?
On the bench.
If you had a ticket to the Grand Prix?
Yes! I'm on duty. I work for the freaking football club.
I hear Pete's point. Like,
no, guys, he was a disgrace in his final.
My question to you, Pete.
He wanted to go.
Thierry Henry just wanted to leave and go to Barcelona.
Yeah. Everybody wants to leave.
Yeah.
But he went. But he's still
but Thierry Henry, look at the manner in which he left. Look at he even addressed the fans. He did a video for us, and it was with a heavy heart. He wanted to go. He was remorseful about the decision. He wanted to leave. He the thing is, the writing was on the wall when it came to Arsenal, right? When we moved in from Highbury to whatnot, Arsenal were not going to win trophies anymore. And players like Thierry Henry could not stand for that. And Thierry Henry, as much as it hurt us, like that one did hurt a lot, right? It hurt me a lot, that Thierry Henry one. But the guy came out with his video, right, and explained everything. And it's like, okay, do you know what? We still hate the fact that you're going, but you're the only player that is left to go to like a Barcelona and whatever else. Fabregas down tools as the captain of the football club. No, guys, we're not going to compare Fabregas to Thierry Henry. We're not going to do that.
I just don't think. I think the down tools thing is a little bit harsh. But
Oscar, you go watch Fabregas in 2011. You know who carried Arsenal in that first half of the season? It was Samir Nasri. And do you know who carried us in the second half of the season? Robin van Persie. There was nothing said about Fabregas that year.
And they all left.
Yeah.
They all left.
Yeah, they're all frigging knobs. That's what they are.
And what? Van Persie's last season for Arsenal was fantastic. He did down tools at all.
Because he was still playing for the club. It was still
how you feel.
Because you know what? Because you know what he did? Because after the season ended,
he left.
He put out a statement. Him, the captain of the football club. Oscar, really? The captain of the football club went and put out a statement on his website about what he thought about Arsenal. Get the hell out of here.
He was right, man.
Get the hell out of here.
He was right.
Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of it.
Wasn't it
he's
Alex
a Manchester United hero.
And he's a Manchester United legend. Get the hell out of it.
Not a legend.
Robin, he won 20. He won number 20 for you.
He won number 20.
Wearing 20. He took a piss. 20. He wore 20. Nine was there. Nine was there.
You know how it is. You know how it is, right? WCW guys are never legends in WWE. They're never given that treatment. Van Persie was never going to come and become a legend at United. You can't.
Stamford Bridge. Sorry, Chelsea. Ashley Cole became a legend at Chelsea.
No, we're not the big
Oscar. I dare say, is Fabregas not a bigger legend at Chelsea than he is at Arsenal?
No.
He won you 2 titles.
If I say
world class
Fabregas, if I say Cesc Fabregas, I think people will say Arsenal were first before Chelsea.
Yeah, because now he started crawling back to us. But I get it. Like, I get it, because he was the 20-year-old kid as a captain, and he was like, when you think of the Emirates era, the first Emirates era, you think of Cesc Fabregas. I get all of that, but yeah. I mean, it's not disrespect. The guy won you 2 titles and very well.
He was fantastic.
And he was phenomenal.
Yeah,
he was phenomenal. And you know what? Yeah, Arsenal refused him to come back, right? Arsene Wenger, that's another strike on you as well. But like to go to Chelsea, you know, man said you can kill me before I play with Lampard or play for Chelsea ever. That's what he said when he was an Arsenal player. Okay, all right, then fine.
And when he came to Chelsea, he died to the flesh. But
Do you know
his
what he did?
spirit lived down.
Not even that. Not even that. He cut his hair. We saw a different Fabregas we'd never seen before. And what was his first assist for Chelsea?
One of the greatest.
Outrageous. It's probably the best. It's the best assist I think in Premier League history.
Best assist in Premier League history.
It's outrageous. That was the day when I just said we are done now. We're done. I cut the ties with him then.
I don't know if doubts have shadows, but without a shadow of a doubt, that is the best.
No, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fabregas is definitely my legend. Anyway.
But yeah, Ashley Cole into the Hall of Fame.
It was a bench warmer. Come on.
But before we move on, because I do have said list of the nominees, and I want to know your thoughts. So there's Bear. So this is why I want to bring them up. So these are the ones that you can vote on the Premier League website, and you can vote in. And only 2 of them will go into. I think only 2 or 3 will go. You can go into the Hall of Fame. We've talked about it every year, the voting thing. I'm not going to bring that up again. But this is the normal thing. It is Sol Campbell, Michael Carrick, Andy Cole, Jermaine Defoe, Cesc Fabregas, Les Ferdinand, Robbie Fowler, Eden Hazard, Gary Neville, Michael Owen, David Silva, John Terry, Yaya Toure, Edwin van der Sar, and Nemanja Vidic. Those are your Hall of Fame candidates for this year.
So what does that mean? I don't understand.
They're all Premier League legends. They should all be in the Hall of Fame. Why?
So they're candidates, and then the fans get 2 votes on 2 personalities, and then it's the most votes will go into the Hall of Fame this year.
So what happens to the rest of those guys that don't get voted?
What happens to the rest of them
next year?
They just come back next year.
Oh, let's go. Okay, I'll wait in 25. Okay, fine.
What's the point? All right, what's the point? So in the last round, I guess Ashley Cole would have been in the last time they did this.
Because Michael Carrick has been in the last 3 of them.
So that he's just going to be in till the fans finally decide.
Yeah, but Carrick will make it in like 10 years' time.
Yeah, it's like I don't really get this.
He's not going to make it in these early rounds.
It's the whole van.
So the Ashley Cole ones.
The fans with the teams with the most fans are obviously going to get the most votes. So you're going to get the United players in there first, the Liverpool players, Chelsea, Arsenal. Like those players are going to get there first.
Did the Ashley Cole one get voted by fans?
No.
So remember, they always choose 1 and 2 by the Premier League board.
But I think 1 or 2. I think they have to go with Ashley. Yeah, I think they have to go with Ashley because he's like a legend of 2 clubs or something. I don't know.
But who have we got? So who's inducted so far? Thierry Henry.
Both managers. So the first 2 was Fergie and Wenger. Those were chosen by the board.
Okay.
Without a shout out, Thierry Henry. Who else is in there? I feel like there's a few there. Let me get the list up. I
think Drogba's in there.
I think it was either Rooney or it was Shearer. Wasn't it Henry and Shearer, the first ballot?
Yeah. Giggs is in there as well, I'm sure.
Are they okay? Have we had that many votes already? Had that many people?
It's been here for quite a few.
Robin, you put something in the group chat. I don't know why you said it.
I was asking, is Eden Hazard a Premier League Hall of Famer? That's what I was asking.
Why are you asking it?
Wait, on the basis of what exactly? As in, what I'm trying to understand your question is it because he's on the ballot now? I'm like, what has it been? Is it too early for him to go in? That's what I was thinking. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay.
Why would it be too early? He's retired.
He is retired, but all the rest of the players or the rest of the list been playing way back before.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting
was
one.
The problem
Okay.
Right. And how long did Hazard stay in the Prem compared to the rest of the other players?
Guys, please.
Guys, this is crazy.
Now you're asking me how long did Hazard stay? What are you asking here, Robin?
I'm asking you right now, does Eden Hazard belong in the Hall of Fame?
Can I ask you this? Does a player who wins Young Player of the Year and Player of the Year belong in the Hall of Fame?
So what, does Erling Haaland be in the Hall of Fame?
If Erling Haaland retired after winning 2 Premier League titles and scored 100 goals, then yeah.
Fair enough.
Hazard's got 2 Premier League titles.
What are we doing?
He's got.
No, I'm just asking.
He's a young player of the year and player of the year.
What are we doing? You're gonna tell me Hazard can't be in there, but you're happy for Michael Carrick?
No, I'm not saying he can't.
And you're happy for Les Ferdinand.
I think my question stems from what the other people that's in the ballot. I'm just like,
okay. In terms of the timing, I like Robin's way of thinking. I like to see Hazard get inducted a little bit later on, where you look back at that player, it's like that's a legend. You know what I mean? Like when you look back, we're looking back at Roy Keane. We're looking back. Yeah, he is fresh. He is fresh.
Look,
but he's going to be there, no doubt.
If we're gonna look, Robin, you know my thoughts on this. The whole Premier League Hall of Fame is a massive missed opportunity. In my opinion, they've just done it wrong, and it makes me feel like they might as well have not done it at all. Because if they now decide even to change the format and do it right, it feels backhanded because you've got the 2 biggest people, Wenger and Fergie.
Wait. No, finish your point.
You've got the 2 biggest legends of the Premier League who've already been inducted, and they haven't been given the proper induction that their caliber should want. It should be an evening where it's televised, where everybody BBC Sports Personality is taken more serious than the Premier League Hall of Fame. Like that should be on BBC One at night. Everybody watches to find out who Player of the Year is, who Young Player of the Year is. You know, you can tie it in with the flipping Women's League as well and get them to have their, what's her name? Lauren James can collect her award the same time as Odegaard or whatever, and it makes it feel bigger. And then you have the last half an hour of the show is dedicated to celebrating a great manager or a great player, and you have ex-players come out and talk about how great they were. Every other Hall of Fame does this. The NBA Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame. They all make a show, a pomp and ceremony about celebrating the legends of their sport. Why on earth the Premier League has basically done a glorified, FIFA do those team of the week things where it's like, oh, here's a new FIFA card. This player played great, so they're on 80. That's basically what it's like. For one day, we're going to talk about Ashley Cole, and then it's gone. Who cares about this? It's so weird, man.
It's such a missed opportunity. You're absolutely right. But Oscar should be in the marketing department for the Premier League because you would have sold that like an apps. You should have Bruce Pritchard. You're the Bruce Pritchard of freaking the Premier League.
I mean, do you know what I mean? I see everything for a wrestling man. I'm obsessed with wrestling.
And totally, it's exactly how I felt.
Somebody asked me, what's my? You know how they say? I don't know if you've seen this thing on TikTok where girls ask their boyfriends like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And apparently, that a load of men are just like, I think about the Roman Empire like every day because in their mind it's just like, I'm trying to conquer something. My mind is, how can I book the territory? How can I build? In my mind, everything relates back to how can I get this babyface over or this heel hated to make the best show possible. That's how my brain works for everything. So,
have you acknowledged your tribal chief today, Oscar?
sorry, what?
Have you acknowledged your tribal chief today?
Oh, every day, man.
Oscar, there's a guy at work. There's a guy at work. Shout out to Dean, yeah. Oscar, every time we see each other at work, we don't say words. He gives me that.
He's acknowledged.
He gives me because he will spot me first or something. He gives me that. You know me straight in. Yeah, straight in. Oh, it's a glorious emotion. Like I am filled with glorious emotion.
Have you guys seen all the football teams' TikTok accounts where they do the Roman Reigns thing?
I have.
So there's a meme
on their TikTok. I
can't wait.
So it'll be like 3 pictures, and it'll be Roman Reigns' theme song playing in the background, and it'll be like Tottenham did it. It was like a picture of Madison.
Man United did it.
And another picture of Madison, and the last picture is Roman Reigns, and it's basically them like acknowledging. Wow!
Did you not see what you call it?
Did Arsenal
on Monday Night Raw? On Monday Night Raw, they listed every single team that did it. It was like bare teams around the world.
But I don't think they gassed it up enough because they were just like bare Premier League teams and Man United. But it's like they didn't show the fact that the whole world is literally.
Guys, have Arsenal done it? Question.
Arsenal acknowledged the tribal chief. We don't know
because if they haven't acknowledged me and the chief, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We are
I mean,
raising-
if
we
Arsenal
are
haven't done it, it's
raising-
really bad.
We are raising.
I'm
hell.
currently on Arsenal TikTok now. I'll find out, but continue talking.
We are raising hell. Anyway, yeah.
How has Arsenal not acknowledged the tribal chief?
I'm
Yeah,
telling
how can you not
you.
acknowledge the tribal
I'm
chief?
telling you. Yeah,
They're
it's
here
a lot of things.
posting Roziki's first goal. No one cares.
Super Tom. I think we're more or less done. Is there anything else other in any other news?
Yeah, man.
Any ad hocs?
We was telling them about the what you call it. What do we need to? Mirad, who's the tribal chief? Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Man, he knows. I'm trying to understand what
Who's
the
the
question means.
Who's the tribal chief?
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, international show. What we do, it's like we had things that people want us to talk about, but I saw nothing. So I need to know what's going on.
Say that again.
So we said that we're gonna open the questions up to the fans. Fans of the podcast, if they have any questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, guys, if you got any questions, pop your questions. Yeah. All right, last 15 minutes. Pop your question in the chat, and then we'll reel off some quick hot fire questions. I've got a few. Whilst the people get their comment questions in the chat, there's a couple of things here, guys, that I've learned today. Okay, I say today. I learned over the past couple of weeks. This is so off topic. It's nothing to do with football. Do you know why? A pilot is called a pilot for the first series of a show?
Because they're doing it on the fly.
I like your thinking, but you're incorrect. It's not called episode 1. It's called a pilot because it's the first time it's on air. I got another one for you. We could be here all day long. I got another one for you. Did you know KFC on Twitter, right? KFC on Twitter follow the Spice Girls and 7 people called Herb.
Yes, I do know that. I actually do know that.
It's brilliant scenes, Jeff.
This is great social media marketing. I love
This
it.
is some of the stuff
Nat wants to know what is the worst take in top 4 history.
The worst take.
I still remember it.
Huh.
I still remember it. It's not the worst take.
We've got many bad takes.
It's definitely not the worst take, but you know when a take is like somebody fights so hard for it and it's wrong. Like it's not that it's the worst. It's that you fought tooth and nail.
The champions elect.
No.
I could have been it.
That's me.
That could have been it. It comes. It can't. We're going right back to the beginning. Right. Well, not the beginning, but close to the beginning. We're going back to the 2016-17 season.
Flipping hell.
September. The transfer window has ended,
16,
and
17,
Chelsea have just finished the window by signing David Luiz.
Oh my.
PR went on a rant about how this is the worst signing of this season. Yeah. He said we ranked all the transfer windows, and he said Chelsea had the worst transfer window of any team in the league because they signed David Luiz for 30 million.
I remember this.
Yeah. And he screamed at me saying, how could this possibly be good? We ended like a half an hour debate by you saying, every time David Luiz makes a mistake, I'm going to mention it on this podcast and you will see. After that, Chelsea went on a 13-game run without conceding a goal, dominated the Premier League, and won the league with 93 points with David Luiz at the centre.
It's a very good one.
That was fantastic.
That was brilliant.
In that season, in fairness to me, I think it's that season. No, maybe it's not. No. I think Chelsea were on the decline at that point. I remember his performance against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Oscar, you remember this? Where your centre half was on the byline near the managers trying to clear a ball. And Man United, I think, scored in the last minute. It might have been a 2-2 draw. But I remember he'd flown out all the way out to the wing, to the wide side, and then literally, messed about with the ball. There's so many mistakes he's made as a player. Content to revert to a back 3 because he was such a liability. But he won the title that year. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really say much. And won the FA Cup the year after, and won the Europa League after that. And then he joined my football club. And
did-
I said about that.
He'd already won a Champions League at Chelsea, so the guy was.
He won it in
solidified.
2012.
Yeah. Now it says me personally, I'd go with when Caesar said he would take Giroud over Lukaku. I think that's aged pretty well. Like I think Lukaku's a top striker, but obviously Giroud has matured into a very good striker as well.
Who would you have though? Who would you have? You have to have one striker in your career at your club.
I'd have Lukaku. I don't buy into the.
If you gave me a choice between Lukaku and Giroud, I don't mean to disrespect Giroud because he has an accolade trophy.
Disrespect him, it's fine.
I just feel like he's one of the luckiest football players, if that makes sense. I think he's lucked up heavily. He won the World Cup without scoring a single goal.
Without having a shot on target, or did he have one shot on target? It's a load of nonsense.
But he's a World Cup. He's a World Cup winner.
What did we call him? A deep lying playmaker, a deep lying forward, or something like that. And we called David Luiz a box-to-box centre back. That was the funniest thing ever.
Funniest, yeah.
That's the funniest thing ever. But yeah, no, Giroud. I mean, Giroud. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that bad. They're saying Oscar said that Timo Werner could become a Premier League legend. I don't even remember saying that. Apparently, I said Werner.
Still remember the day. I remember the day I saw Timo Werner.
All I remember in the house, Oscar was watching them Werner comps, boy. Oscar was watching those Werner comps.
I tell you, nobody does it like the Bundesliga YouTube channel. If your team signs a player for
yeah. Hey, Oscar,
go on Bundesliga YouTube channel, bro. They have analysis, they have comps, they have goals and assists. All goals from the wing, all goals from up front. They have everything covered.
Oscar, I remember being like, you know, when we're signing Kai Havertz, do you think I looked at any Chelsea comp? No. I went onto the Bundesliga, looked at what he did at Leverkusen, and I said, yes. Yes and amen. Bring him forward.
You know what? Yeah, I thought if you're saying it, then I believe you. But I don't remember ever saying this guy would be a Premier.
I think you had hopes for him. I think you did have.
I backed Werner longer than most.
Listen,
Chelsea.
When Werner was the reason that the watch was created, because I saw him, I said no, he is not it.
It took a sick day to watch Werner.
Murad said, "Robin, you got to respect the brand because you said Champions Elect."
Hey, last year was a howler. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, but it wasn't our fault. You know, our boys let us down. Our boys crumbled at the end.
It was a howler. It was a major howler. But you might redeem yourself.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What is the worst thing? I don't know.
I said the fact that Oscar backed Werner like that, but he hates Jackson. In my defense, Werner was clapping goals in the Bundesliga. Jackson ain't clapped goals nowhere.
Even under Unai Emery, if there's one thing Emery does well, he gets the striker scoring goals. If there's one thing he does well,
comparing Nunes to Werner in 3 years' time.
3 years' time. Ooh.
What?
Apparently, that's what Adrian's doing. I don't know.
Why would you ever want to compare your 70 mil striker to Werner? No, guys, come on. We must think of a worse. There has to be a bad take.
We have to go back in the archives. We've actually got to go back in the archives.
The thing is, I could agree. There's bad. There's
got to be. Listen, we've made 1,000 episodes. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something. There's got to be something horrific. Like, no, do you know what? That should be our homework. I mean, it's impossible to even do that. But like, we should all find what our worst take was. You know what I'm saying? We've all had stinkers because this is football.
Oh, I know which one, but I did it on purpose just because I wanted to wind you up.
I did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose because remember when, what should you call it, versus you guys last year, the offside goal.
The offside
goal? No, it was against City, and I said there's an offside goal, and he was like, "Oh, well, Rashford didn't touch the ball," and then you lost your mind.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was bogus. It was a bogus goal. The Rashford goal, not Rashford goal. Who scored?
Bruno scored.
Bruno Fernandes, yeah.
Man, then we need to go for our tweets. I already know my worst tweet ever.
I know.
What's your worst tweet ever?
I know. Let me see if I can find it. If it's still there.
Do you know what? I can't lie. I deleted a lot of Arsenal tweets that I've done because there was some stuff I said. There was some stuff I'd done about Xhaka where I lost the plot in his first season at Arsenal. I lost the plot with him.
I remember that, Adrian.
Let me show you guys my worst tweet ever. When
Have
I
you
put it
got
on the
it?
screen,
Have
yeah.
you got it?
When I put it on the screen, one of you guys has to read it.
How do you know, Oscar? How do you know this? How have you got this in the memory?
It haunts me. That's why.
Oh, it haunts you. Okay,
It haunts me.
let's have a look. Oh, let's have a look.
What have you done?
Oscar, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in.
So we are selling
Spread the track. Spread the track. I told you this about a million times. So we're selling Mata and buying Salah. Salah, don't piss me off.
He went on to become a Premier League legend.
Baller. No, but you know what? In fairness to you, Oscar, in fairness to you, Mata at Chelsea in that time versus Salah.
No, this tweet, you can see here, it has 5 retweets. All the 5 have come in the last 2 years.
Are you serious?
Somebody found this later.
I need to retweet this
This
tweet.
is
This
10
is
years ago. It's
too
from over
funny.
10 years ago. Some people were like, what?
I find this. I gotta find that tweet, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, look, it sounds like, look, at the time, Salah was some any guy. It's true, bro.
He was
Mata. This
any
was
guy.
Mata, bro. Off 2013 Mata.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not even funny. Salah. Let's put Salah. Mo Salah.
Oscar, they're saying refresh.
Refresh what?
Refresh
Oh,
the
what,
tweet.
am I tweeting it?
Bro, somebody Tahaz just put crazy. He just tweeted it now.
Why have I not got a notification on that?
Tech time. Wow.
What, you found it as well?
I found that, boy. You know what I'm saying?
You actually retweeting it?
I retweeted it just now, and then I've quote tweeted it. And then I've quote tweeted it. That's too funny.
I remember Oscar saying Chelsea should build a team.
No, but you know what? I liked Pulisic. I can't lie. I was a big fan of him. Man. All right. Anything else? Anybody got any other questions? What's the other questions here? Any questions, Oscar? Any questions?
There was a few. Sorry, I missed them. What do you think Hendrick's ceiling will be? Shout out Murad.
Yeah, I mean, I like what Vinicius Jr. has done with his hype, but I don't like what Rodrigo's done with his hype. And then you got Hendrick. Hendrick's going to be a baller. Sorry, I think he's going to be fantastic. Come out the scene early doors.
What did you say?
He says he loves Bobby Charlton. Bring him.
That's a good start.
Bring him.
So I keep calling him Hendrick. I always call him Hendrick for some strange reason. I can never say Hendrick.
Bring him. Bring him to OT. He loves Bobby Charlton, which is
a lie. Guys,
a big lie.
Listen, I've got a dilemma for you guys. Yeah, it's not in stone, but hopefully we may end with this, or if there's any other question. Mm-hmm. But check this right: if Arsenal make the Champions League final this year, and it's at Wembley, right? We are Jimi Hendrix. Arsenal will be hosting a screening at the Emirates, where I would be required to work from.
Stinker.
Right?
Stinker. Huge stinker.
Now,
get me to Wembley.
Now, if
but why?
God on earth knows.
Because wouldn't they have you at announcing at Wembley?
I'm hoping I can get a gig out there. I want to be
because they
now.
No, you have to, because both announcers of each team has to go out there.
They usually do. Yeah. Now, say they don't for whatever reason, right? And it's a case of Pulisic. Yeah, basically, it's either my job is on the line and I go to this final at Wembley, or I firm it and go to the Emirates basically and work the screening. What would you do?
If your team wins the Champions League, you weren't there. First of all, I think you should be there anyway. It's your job to announce. So the fact that you're not on the pitch,
well,
yeah,
I think from what I remember, Wembley has its own announcer. So I don't know how that would run.
It's Champions League. No, because even when we were at the Champions League, we had the United announcer and the Barcelona announcer. So
right. Okay, but okay, cool. Let's just say hypothetically then, right? That for some reason there's no announcer that week for that game, right? Should I?
You are not needed
Should I
for the
risk my?
announcements.
Should I risk my job to go to the Champions League final, or should I keep my job and go to the screening? What would you not do?
I'm going to the Champions League.
So the job's gone, yeah? You're packing that job in.
No,
and you're going to the
because
Champions League final.
my job is not needed. They can see he's
No. I'm saying you've lost. No, you lose your job. You basically.
Oh, it's just a guarantee. You said it's a risk.
No. I'm saying this is. I'm giving you a scenario. The job goes, and you go to the final, or you don't go to the final. You keep your job, but you're working at the Emirates. What would you do?
Then you got to work at the Emirates, unfortunately. Because I thought you were saying there's a risk. If there's a risk, I'm taking the risk because I can explain why.
What would you?
Whereas, no, I work the Emirates.
You would work at the Emirates. Oscar, what would you do?
Not like working at the Emirates is going to be dead. Yeah, like that.
But Oscar,
the screening will still be alive.
Oscar, but think about this, right? My football club has gone to the Champions League final once in 140 years.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be able to go again?
There's no guarantee. My last final was in 2006 that I didn't go to, but I'm saying the club's last final was 2006. Let me dig that again, guys. Arsenal have one European final in 140 years. We now have another one. If in the hypothetical story here, in the hypothetical story here, there's another one here, and it's the first time in. You lot do the maths, right?
You're not including Baku.
No, man, the big thing. Come on. We've won Cup Winners' Cups. We've won all that kind of stuff. We're not talking about Europa League. Flipping hell.
Yeah, win it.
Yeah? Huh?
Yeah, win it.
Who cares? My point is this. The big cheese, okay?
Yeah, the big dog.
I can't lie to you, man. I might risk it all, you know?
It's not worth it. I'll be real. Wembley sucks. Let me put it that way.
It's a Champions League final. It's a Champions League final.
It's got a Champions League final.
It's not worth losing one of the greatest jobs anyone could have had.
But I also deep it in your position, you can get another gig elsewhere.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. Like, what are the chances of getting another European final? Whereas I can get another job.
Yeah, but you can't get that job. Like, for example,
of course not.
What's better? What would you rather be, Robin? If I said to you, you get the opportunity to go and watch Man United in a Champions League final, or you get to be the announcer at Old Trafford every week. What's better? Obviously, being the announcer of your football club is 10 times better than being at the final for a final that you might lose. Last final you were at, you lost 4-1.
What, me? Or
no, I'm not announcing you. Yeah.
You're saying
I'm saying like, bro, if you said to me now, Chelsea will make the Champions League final next year and you get a ticket, or your job is to announce games at Stamford Bridge, I'm taking the announcing job all day.
Bear in mind, by the way, I'd probably get a ticket to the final. So imagine I've got a ticket in one hand.
How would you get a ticket to the final if you're not even allowed to be there?
Because it will be like a club thing. It will be like a, staff, here you go, type thing. It'll be like one of those.
There's going to be 50,000 Arsenal fans that have been at that stadium. None of them have ever heard their mic on their voice on the microphone.
Their mic on the voice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You should be at Wembley. Go to it.
No,
guys, and also, why are you guys not factoring this in? If it was at like the Bernabeu, if it was at the Stadio Olimpico, if it was at a great stadium, I don't understand. It's at flipping Wembley.
No, Oscar. I think the stadium is irrelevant.
The stadium
Champions League final.
Sucks, guys. Wembley absolutely. It's a toilet bowl.
It's the Champions League final. It's the Champions League final.
Oh, guys, it sucks. It's £13 for a burger and chips.
It's not worse.
It's not worse than
West Ham. European trophy was United's first European trophy was at Wembley Stadium. You got memories.
Hold on,
memories.
You weren't even born.
We got memories. I didn't care if I wasn't there. My team was there, and we won the Champions League there.
They knocked that stadium down, Robin. That stadium don't exist anymore. The new stadium is the one you guys lost to Barcelona in.
The thing is,
terrible.
Oscar, it's not worse than West Ham. It's not worse than West Ham.
What's wrong with Wembley Stadium? Best stadium for a final. It's definitely not the best stadium.
It's definitely not. But like I'm with these guys. Yeah, Wembley Stadium. All right, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
Guys, for me, it's the Champions League final.
It's the Champions League final.
The champions.
No, because guys,
I think-
you know how you feel when we watch the build-up of a pre-match of a
Oscar.
Champions League final.
Mm.
You don't know
the
how
match is
that
set for one
feels.
fall, and it's for the European Championship.
No, but guys, how can I put
It's
it?
for the European
When
Championship.
it comes to football, guys, when it comes to football, the two greatest experiences of my life, bar none, have been Chelsea winning the Champions League. And I was nowhere near the stadium both times. You're going to enjoy your life anyway. It's not you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, but being in the stadium though, watch them lift the trophy with your own eyes.
Guys, I don't know, man. This is something.
I can't
I'm not
believe you're
gonna lie.
publicly talking about your job on air. Just like,
No,
it's
it's a hypothetical. It's
Oh,
a
I can't
hypothetical.
believe this tweet now.
If
Why
I
did you let me
believe,
tweet this? You are flipping morons.
if
Oh,
I
it's
believe,
pinging off, yeah? Pinging off.
Yeah, go on.
if I think logically, I think you should be at the Champions League final with your job anyway. Someone's got to announce the Arsenal goal.
Listen, I'm gonna go hell. Listen, I'm gonna call on heaven and earth, right, to try and get to Wembley to do some work there. But even then, would you work the final? Or would you rather be a fan?
Yes,
I
I
mean,
would work the final.
I'll probably work it because it's like
Without a
imagine that
doubt.
on the CV, on the portfolio. That's like tremendous, right? Cool, great. Yeah,
I have a question because it's all hypotheticals.
yeah.
Do you already have a bus in place? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. That
My
bus has
friend,
been
you think this stuff just happens when the final whistle goes?
Wait, Pete. Are you allowed to divulge that information?
No, the thing is, it's not like, oh, by the way, Arsenal have now gone and got a bus for this season. No, it's not like that. There's one every
Oscar,
there's a bus always available.
There's a bus that currently says Arsenal.
It doesn't do that.
European
It doesn't do that.
There's a
It
bus
doesn't
that
do
says
that. It
Arsenal.
doesn't do that.
There's a bus that says Arsenal
It doesn't.
European champions.
It doesn't do that.
Yeah, but do you guys
big
remember?
ears on the side of the bus. It has the stars.
Do you guys remember when Liverpool lost the
And the bus
European
was
Cup
there.
final,
And
and
the bus
they
was
still
there.
had a bus parade, and everything meant more.
Yeah.
Like it meant more.
They
to
had
them
to
that they
change the bus in 6 hours.
Well, what about Tottenham in the final against Chelsea, or final against Liverpool? They had mugs, they had everything. They made all of it. Do you know what I mean? Like they made everything. Champions League winning mugs, the lot. But yeah.
Adrian,
Yeah.
that bus had the Champions League logo. Don't try and hide it.
All right. Guys, anything else before we to wrap up? Anything else to wrap up?
Nah, man, there's nothing more for me to say.
Nah.
Just a quick one. Who's going to win at the Etihad this Sunday? Arsenal on Easter Sunday. Man City or Arsenal? What's your thoughts?
Man City, man.
Man
Here,
City.
we're gonna have to find a spot to watch that, man.
Are we not going Lazio or Juve?
Is that a possibility? Well, I think we've left it late now. We'd have to book a ticket, wouldn't you? But
I mean, come on, Italian football. You think the stadium's sold out? Turn it in.
are they not?
No, trust me, you can get a ticket.
Oscar,
Well,
turn
we
it
can
in.
go watch Lazio.
Oscar, we can walk to the stadium and ask for it there and then.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oscar, unless the game is Inter versus Juventus.
Well, Lazio Juve, that's a big game, no?
Yeah, but Lazio's in a rocky place at the minute. Sarri just walked out the job, by the way. Last week, Sarri just left the football club.
Boom.
That's what I wanted to see. All I wanted to see was Maurizio Sarri. That's what I wanted to see.
But yeah, no.
Ages,
Unless you
ages,
go into Inter Juve, the Milan derby.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Maybe the Rome derby. Yeah.
yeah. Those are the only tickets where it's like, okay, you should have booked time ago.
Do you know what I can see, guys? You know what I can vision in terms of Sunday? You know the Bukayo Saka chant? I can hear that ringing at the Etihad this Sunday. I can hear that happening.
Have you tried Saka's
Limbs.
Nando thing?
What do you think I did today?
Why,
No, why?
Lava
Why so
splash.
deep?
What did you think I did today?
Yeah, I Peter, man, move back. Like, what the heck is this?
I was going and going. Okay.
People watching this with headphones on.
Yeah, I know. Right? I can hear in my ears. I'm like, what's going on?
Lean
Get back.
Okay, was it? Oh, wow. I was gonna say something crazy.
Say it. Say
Like,
it.
yo, what does it taste like?
I knew that was coming. What's it called? I can't lie to you, man.
He said the Nando's thing is delicious.
I can't lie, yeah. Like, you know what I did? I'm so glad I did this. I got 4 hot thighs, right? Hot ones. Yeah. And also had a quarter hot chicken on the side. Because it's more like a ketchup barbecue type thing. There's not I don't get the real peri. So I'm glad I went with the hot because the combination with the hot with the ting, yeah, we're talking. Bukayo Saka running down the wing. Hear the Arsenal sing. We're gonna win the league.
Before we go, I think Mirad was gonna tell us that he had a Hall of Famer, not that guy, and I want to know who it is.
Yeah,
it was Nat. So apologies, it was Nat. I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah, who's the Hall of Famer, not that guy? Talk to us.
Because
and why is it called a Y? Why is this called a Y? Why is it called Y?
Oh, by the way, speaking of not that guys, have you heard that Diddy got arrested?
Oh, God. When Oscar shared his tweet, yeah, I saw Diddy trending on the right corner. I was like, what's he trending for? I was like, what's he doing now?
Diddy's trending.
He was trending #1 in the UK. I thought, well, hang on. What's going on here? Guys, can we wrap up? Can we close the show?
I'm ready to roll, man. I'm kind of tired. I need to eat.
Let's close the show. Let's close the show, people. Guys, it's been a brilliant episode. We got deep. We got into the nuances. We got into different topics. I hope you guys enjoyed it as per usual. You know what I'm saying? You know what it's like with international breaks. Just when you think we're going to let you down. No. We bring it up just another notch. We'll be back next Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay. Tuesday, 8:00. Yeah. We'll be here. Oscar won't be here, will he?
Nah, I'm
not. But I'll be back.
I will be here. I
will be there.
It depends, bro. It depends. If Arsenal gets slapped up, I might make an appearance.
Oscar's just gonna call from the Stadio Olimpico just for the sake of it.
Did someone want me in a pod from last week? Yes,
we did actually.
Bro,
yes,
shout me, bro. DM me. We're ready to have you on.
We're there.
Why Tuesday? Because Monday's a bank holiday. That's why.
Well, Monday, me and Oscar are not here on Monday.
And when I look at my diary, I'm not available either.
And neither is Robinho. And it's only right for the City Arsenal game. We've got to discuss. We need to have a gooner in the building.
Oh, you said it's hard to wait for a message. Oh, for flip's sake, that was my fault, bro. My fault. Sorry.
Oh, that's peak. That's peak still.
That's peak.
Yeah,
but yes.
Yeah. Next Tuesday, because Monday's a bank holiday, like we said earlier.
I'll shout
go
you.
Outside. Go outside. Enjoy some sunshine if there's any.
You know what I'm saying? If you've got a partner, take them out. You know what I'm saying? Take them out. Do yourself a favor. You know what I'm saying? You ain't showing them no love in 2024.
No.
Take them to a dinner. Okay. And we will see you back next Tuesday when Arsenal have beaten Manchester City. Until then, people, peace.